You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM. You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM. You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
It is rather strange. The waiting has changed. Long ago was so much better. You could ask my friends to tell that changes taking place at such rapid pace. Will you telling me, Duke, we going backward progressively? Sometimes a child passes, they tell you good morning. Today a child passes, cussing you hearing. The whole thing changed up. The whole thing changed up. True. Sometimes you say masses, Sally and Bailey. Today you say masses, Brazil and Axie. The whole thing changed up. The whole thing changed up. Sometimes you call child husband was mine. Today any call child here is mine. The whole thing changed up. Alright? The whole thing changed up. Hey, hey. Rock it. Woo. The whole thing changed up. The whole thing changed up. Sing it for us. Sing it for us. The whole thing changed up. Look. When I was a child, just a juvenile, I watching my mama washing. It's on a juking board. She's scrubbing. No more than housewife. Have such easy life. When it's so to clean, jockey shots are morning watching machine. Don't have your people up, the way you sleepy. Today your people up, your sex for that you shit. The whole thing changed up. The whole thing changed up. Don't have your friends house with high business flower. Today your friends house with steel and rubber wire. The whole thing changed up. The whole thing changed up. Look. Long time ladies kiss, you say let them kiss it. So the ladies kiss, I know why you're laughing. The whole thing changed up. Change up. The whole thing changed up. Sing it. Sing it. Sing it. Sing it. Sing it. The whole thing changed up. I can't hear you. I find the whole thing changed up. Rock it. The whole thing changed up. Uncle Gordon said, your time is easy. Children have to have behavior, or they get it bad like fire. Don't you lost the time? He just have to laugh. You can't touch your child. That is the adult, use it to be nice. That's my long time man. This was the old sailors. So the only back, this is your thing. The only change. The only change. Sometimes you want drugs, but who the drugs are? Today you want to drop the business like this. So
Nothing change up. Nothing change up.
look. Sometimes you say crying for police calling. Today you say crying for police running.
Nothing change up.
Oh
Nothing change up.
Change up. Problems have
Nothing change up.
change up.
Nothing change up.
Look, let's not be afraid. No, let's not be afraid.
Nothing change up. Nothing change up.
No, don't be afraid. Changes must be made. If we make the law, it's better. Changes will be more, it's better. But make no mistake, and change just for changing's sake. I say that because the friend that keep on back the way it was. Oh, that parents have sex up from children. Today, the children does educate them.
Nothing change up.
Change them.
Nothing change up.
Oh, now you say AIDS, healthy. Today, you say AIDS, dying.
Nothing change up.
Oh,
Nothing change up.
sometimes politics was billions and robbing. Today, politics is that rat and gypsy.
Nothing change up.
Change.
Nothing change up.
Long as you say smoke is champagne and anger, today you say smoke, you mean marijuana.
Nothing change up. Nothing change up.
Long as you pull block by money, today you pull block by money, you spend it.
Nothing change up.
Oh God.
Nothing change up.
Long as marriage vows was for matrimony, today wedding vows is for matrimony.
Nothing change up. Nothing change up.
Oh, sing it, sing it, sing it. I love you. I love you. Nothing change. I love you. Nothing change. Change up. Change up. Change up. Change up. I love you. Change up.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's no other than In the Village with the DAG Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. Yeah, I kind of stammer there a little bit because, you know, from 6 till whatever time we finish. This is the only program on radio anywhere in the world that we start at 6 o'clock and sometimes we finish at 11 p.m. at night, which is 12 a.m. Trinidad and Tobago time. I mean, you know, we keep it really in the village with the DAG Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, let me bring in 1/3 of the DAG Triplets, no other than Diana Benskin Waveney McDonald, boy.
And my last name today is Juke.
Mighty Juke. Mighty Juke.
Augustine Israel Beans.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes,
She
sir.
ain't start yet, but the woman already creating a storm, you know.
I know that's right.
Kitty Balize. Oh Lord. Snake. Balize. Boy.
Who is this snake now? Who is this
For
snake?
Trinidad. Snake. Balize. What? And they biting hard.
You always drinking this ACL now on the program, you know. We gain. Every time you come, it's some ACL you drinking.
Snake in Balize. I'm sorry for Trinidad. Dum dum dum. But listen now. You ever see the colors of the traffic light? Red, yellow, and green. What do you do when you come to the red traffic light?
Readers do?
Yeah.
You could run it.
But you have to stop. Nothing goes with the red traffic light. Stop.
You could run the light too. You could run
And
it too.
what happens? You get an accident.
All right. Okay.
And yellow, you proceed with caution, or you proceed,
Okay.
you're getting ready to stop.
Okay.
But on green, what happens? You go.
Okay. So what are you trying to say?
Green means go.
What's your story?
Red, yellow, and green means go.
So red means stop.
Stop.
So are you saying PNM means stop?
Stop.
And yellow is UNC. Are you meaning to proceed with caution?
Proceed with caution and prepare to stop.
And are you saying that green is to proceed?
Green, go. Everything flourishes when it's green.
All right, Anna Benskin. I don't know. I know you're a poet, but
Ah!
I am a little baffled there, a little stupefied.
Yeah, you're a little baffled because you're
Yeah,
from Chumacapa, you're kind of slow.
Oh,
yeah. You coming like them people in the chat now.
You're kind of
you,
slow. That's what's wrong with you. You're
you see
kind
the
of
Anna Benskin.
slow.
The people in Chumaka will be very upset with you making those type of accusations. They will be very upset. And if you go to Trinidad and Tobago and you come through the airport, you never know. One of them custom officer might be from Chumakak.
Snake in the Balize.
You go take away your passport.
Which passport they gonna take away from me? You want me to call Joe Biden or me a Mockley for them? You're mad?
You go take away your passport when you come to the airport.
Yeah, all right, let them try. Let them
You
try.
will confiscate your passport.
Confiscate.
Yeah. They will confiscate your passport.
Yeah, they could confiscate the Trinidad one if they want, but like they
No,
can't take it.
they could confiscate your passport. They ain't go, they're confiscating your passport.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Let them
All
try
right.
to interfere.
Yeah, let me do some quick
Interfere with me
people.
or Joe Biden, girl.
That fellas ain't coming for you. Them ain't coming for you. Once they take you in and they put your hands behind your back, cancel Christmas, boy. Me and them.
That is why I want the flights going directly to Tobago.
all right.
All right. Okay. And what's the purpose of that? So you could go straight to Tobago?
Right on.
So you alone, they go get flights going straight to Tobago. That's what you
Right
want.
on. I want flights. Once the flight's going straight to Tobago, I will be flying into Tobago. I have no purpose going to Trinidad. There's no one in Trinidad I want to see.
So folks, we have Fuad Abu Bakr coming up. And anyway,
Are
they
you
do it
calling
in the
this name
village.
correctly, Anselm?
Huh?
Someone asked me that.
Fuad.
It's Fuad.
Fuad. My bad. Fuad.
With the Abu in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, because Marcia Brave Boy asked me that.
Yeah. No, yeah. Fuad Abu Bakr. Yeah, you know. All I know I write title. So let me say welcome to Keisha. Keisha was inside first tonight. Of course, Keisha, welcome. And Keisha, what's up with all them green hearts, Keisha? What's the story?
Green means go.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. All not easy, you know. Hear what Keisha said. Nobody wants the PNM there. Keisha, that's a good one. I will give you credit for that one. Yeah. What else? Yeah. That's a good one. No.
Like that
What the? It's two back to back, you know. Takisha, boy, Takisha, yeah, I know, but like something, you digest something spectacular today, splentacular. Takisha says, nobody lives there. Oh,
Nobody
God!
wants.
Nobody lives there.
Nobody wants the PNM there.
They leave there.
Mm, mm,
Oh
yeah,
Lord.
nobody lives there. All right, so Takisha. Oh, yeah. Takisha said the people took the PNM thing and vote them out right foot, left foot.
Yeah.
Nadia, welcome. Good night to you, Nadia.
But
Welcome
the
to
truth.
Bima.
They try to bribe them with trinkets.
Hey, Vonnie Roberts, good night as well. Good night.
Anselm, look what's gonna happen. Look, see?
What is that? The map?
Yeah.
The map of Trinidad?
I'm predicting that.
For what, Trinidad?
I'm predicting that. Green all the way.
Rajvi says, say a prayer for Brian Manning, eh?
Oh, Lord. He really bad me off?
I don't know.
Somebody say, Rowley farting ducks in the ball, say.
Oh.
Albert Montano, welcome. Albert Montano said to Keisha, what we seen could be a 1986 again, but I couldn't understand why the people living in Laventil Mover cannot see the PNM, only using them and don't care about them. You know, Albert Montano, I want to say this, and I'm going to do a little quick editorial tonight. Let me go solo here for a minute here. All right. And all you know, I just always, where's that one? Hold on, I just always send, when people come on WZYE 95.9 FM, I always ask them, if you had to send a message to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, what would be your message to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago? Well, I want to send a message to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. This is Anselm Liborn, better known as Wall Street. Dr. Rowley, the people of Tobago for 21 years felt like the people of Laventil and environs. They were neglected and they were abused by the PNM. And the people of Tobago decided no longer are they going to be abused by the PNM after 21 years in power, including my father who lives in Roxburgh, Tobago, and my other family members who live in Roxburgh, Tobago. Dr. Rowley, the PNM have abused the people in Laventil. And I can say, not just the people in Laventil, especially people of Chumakak Laventil, Dr. Rowley. Dr. Rowley, in 2011, in opposition, you visited Chumakak Laventil when that building burned down. And many of us thought, Dr. Rowley, that when they gave you an opportunity to become Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, you will do right by the most loyal supporters of the People's National Movement. These black, disadvantaged people of Chumakak Laventil who have never forsaken the PNM. They have never left the PNM. But Dr. Rowley, you have failed those people miserably. You have failed them for the past 6 years, and the PNM have failed them for almost 44 years. So it's close to 5 decades. The people of Laventil have been failed by the PNM, and the PNM have stood by them loyally year after year after year. Finally, the people of Tobago decide enough is enough, and we are no longer going to take the abuse of the PNM led by you, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. And I'm saying tonight to the people of Laventil and environs, it is time for you to get out of this abusive relationship with the People's National Movement. You are in an abusive relationship, and all they do is abuse you year after year after year. And what's going to happen? 2 months before the election, they're going to come and try to bring you all the trinkets, just as they tried to bring to the people of Tobago. And I'm saying to you all, from Laventil to Labre, I'm saying to you all, when they bring it, take everything. Take everything they give all you. Smile with them, laugh with them. If Phil Gerald Hines comes and bring it to you, take it. Tell Phil Gerald Hines, we thank you for bringing us this trinket. If Phil Gerald Hines bring you a hamper with 5 okras, take it and tell him thank you very kindly. You know, I need 3 more okras because 8 of us in the family. Right? 5 okras could only feed 5 of us. For not even a half of it. Take it all. Because the people of Tobago have shown you, the people of Laventil, that enough is enough. You all remember in the early 80s when Dr. Christopher Rowley ran for a seat in Tobago, he lost that seat and he went to Devon Martin and he ran for that seat. That was 25%. And I think in 2017, I can be corrected if I'm wrong, for the first time, the PDP won 2 seats in Tobago. That was 50%. And then in January 2021, the PDP increased from 2 seats to 6 seats. That was 75%. And then in December 2021, the transaction was finally completed 100%. Full rejection of Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. And I'm going to say Dr. Rowley is going to go down in history as one of the worst prime ministers in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me repeat that for some of you all who may have missed it. You may have gone outside to buy a yellow shandy. If you have missed it, let me repeat this. Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley will go down in history as the worst prime minister in Trinidad and Tobago. Not just the worst, but the worst prime minister for black people in Trinidad and Tobago. The worst prime minister for black people. It is sad to say that the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago has been the worst thing for black people in Trinidad and Tobago. And 60,000 people who are mainly black people in Tobago decided no longer we're going to have the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago abuse us and take advantage of us. So they got rid of the blackest man in Tobago. And this is sending a signal to the people of Trinidad and Tobago that enough is enough. Don't let them come. And I was told in the past by someone that Colin Booth said, don't worry about them. 3 months before the election, we go and give them box drain, we go give them some hampers, and we go give them some food, and all of them go still vote for we. Those days are over. When you can fill up the media all across Trinidad and Tobago with ads, buy out all the media, right? And using former UNC Senator Andrew Gabriel to do all that work. Yes, I said former UNC Senator Andrew Gabriel. For all you PNM people who didn't know, the number one financer of the PNM was our former UNC Senator Andrew Gabriel. So Dr. Rowley, the time has come in your last 4 years for you to move black people in Trinidad and Tobago from the 50-meter line closer to the 100-meter line. Because when you came into power, black people in Trinidad and Tobago was at the 90-meter line with Usain Bolt just crossing the finish line. Under your stewardship, black people have digressed from the 90-meter line in Trinidad and Tobago to the 50-meter line, and they continue to go backwards under your stewardship, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. It is time for you to stand up for black people in Trinidad and Tobago, create economic development, economic empowerment, economic inclusion, and access to capital for black people and black businesses in Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley. Prove to the black people that you are truly the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. And Dr. Claude Anderson states, a race that's taught to hate itself and love the world would become its own oppressor. Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, I'm calling on you to stop oppressing black people in Trinidad, because it's not going to happen in Tobago anymore, because a new party is at the helm in Tobago. And I say to the people in Chumaca, Claventel, in the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
What that?
Yes, indeed. Indeed, yes. 3 thumbs up.
What?
I'm going to give mine later, Aunt Slim. I'm going to give my editorial later.
Yeah. I had to give that because you know, I had enough, man. Seriously, man. I had enough. And the way the PNM the street, the most loyal people, is the worst. And until people like Aisha Wells and them, you know,
Woo!
from the Get Along PNM gang, Aisha Wells and Google and Dominic Romain and all of them start to stand up. Right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's happening in Tobago. It might be worse in Trinidad and Tobago. It might be 50 to nothing in Trinidad. 50 to nothing. It might be 50 to nothing. You know? Because you know,
enough is enough, because I saw today where Philip Alexander accompanied some individuals to go deliver signatures that met the 10% required to address the safety of the women issue. And I don't know how it was resolved. They tell him to go and deliver to the mail room, which could, in Trinidad, could go missing, right? Right? Why Fitzgerald Hines and get up off of his, as ZZ and come out and meet the people and take the signatures and initiate whatever it is needed to keep our women safe. Huh? Women missing, murdered, trafficking, and all kinds.
You see, Diana, I have to tell earlier. I was so taken aback, boy, and I said to myself, boy, that maybe somebody in the PNM will whisper into Dr. Rowley ears, Dr. Rowley, you cannot continue down that same path of trying to throw people under the bus. This negative campaign, talking all kind of thing. You're talking about $500 and weed and all this kind of thing, and who's a raper man, and who didn't rape who, and who, all this kind of thing, right?
Gutter politics.
Eh? Gutter politics. It has nothing to do with what you're going to do for the people of Tobago. But the people of Tobago smile. They smile in your face. They smile. And they say, all right, smile, yeah, no problem, right? I want to bring all the money. I want to fix all the road. Fix the road on them. Give me work. Only a 24 young lady in Tobago say, people are young sheep, get work. They get work for 2 weeks, at 2 weeks work, right? And they're taking me for fools. And I want to say something else. I want to say something else. I don't want to forget this. I want to say something else. I want to send a next message. Dr. Rowley, it is time that you come to the people, the PNM people in Trinidad and Tobago, and tell them that you are no longer going to run for the leader of the party in the upcoming internal PNM election.
Right.
The people needs to know now that you are not going to run for the internal election. And I am calling on you and all them PNM people, all you go along, get along PNM gang, for all you to come and say, listen, Dr. Rowley, you have to make a definitive statement that either you're running or you're not running, so they could put their house in order, right? In order for them to figure out whoever they want to pick, right? But Dr. Rowley, don't endorse Colin Butte. A white man in Antigua cannot come and control the masses of black people in the PNM. They don't want Faisal Wari. They don't want Faisal Wari. And you know they don't want Stuart Young. You know that. Right,
so he's between a rock and a hard place.
Between a rock. They don't want the white guy from Antigua, Colin Booth. They don't want Faisal Wari. They don't want Stuart Young. Right? So it's about time you have another decision to make. Who is going to follow you as the leader of the PNM?
Can I answer that for you?
Go ahead, Anna. Go ahead.
They don't want the PNM. And the whole shebang. Let me go somewhere else now. Don't want the PNM.
Further to that.
Go ahead.
Further to that, why is it he has to make a decision? What happened to the rest of the people?
Well, Tommy, you know he's the maximum leader, right?
Okay.
And anybody who wants to be the next leader to fall in line. Nobody from the PNM cannot come out now and say they want to be the next leader of the PNM. Nobody, none.
So when
No
when they decide that they're gonna have internal election, a person cannot put their hat in the ring and say, "Look, I want to run for that position." They have
What
to.
if Dr. Rowley going back up? Nobody in the government currently to put a hat in the ring. Nobody. Because you know they put in the ring, they get fire.
Okay.
Right? So no current MP who are currently a member of parliament and a minister not putting their hat in the ring if the maximum leader decide he's going to run again.
Anyway, we thinking green now, so.
Yeah. Let me go for that one. Let me go. We're thinking green. Let me go. But I also say that, hey, you start, welcome. Run the MC, boy. You reach, welcome. Raj Fee, you're inside. Race start, boy. Yeah.
Yes.
Race start. Diana Benskin. Oh, no. That's the same Diana Benskin. I thought I was a new person. Yes? I was gonna say. I was gonna say, look at my new person in the chat, boy. Ali Selassie, boy. Welcome. Hey, Curtis Buncher shot straight live and direct from Chumaka, boy. Live and direct from Chumaka. Hey, you said you call him a name all the time, what happened? Where you partner? Carrot cake. You come in yet?
I see him yet.
You see me yet? Rajvi, Lana, good night, love. Rajvi, you come in this chat to look for. Rajvi, you come to look for something, or? Rajvi saying, Lana, good night with love. Oh, Tikisha no me wear jersey. Tikisha no come vex tonight, eh?
Takesha said you must get Devon on the phone and ask him what he thinks.
Yeah, bring him
Devon, right?
Bring that one and go back now. I'll go eat on him.
Let me call Devon Welch and shoot. All right, let me do that.
Devon Van Winkle, call him.
Let me call Devon Van Winkle.
Tell him I ain't there. I will go easy on him. I'll take it easy on the poor brother.
Hold up. I'm not call. Wait, now you can't call him Devon Van Winkle.
Okay, I won't call him Devon.
Let me see, boy. I think you might. I wonder if you're not live, boy. Let me see. Devon. Hold up. Hey, looky thing come up right here, yes, boy. What the hell is this?
You on the show?
No, he thing come up right there, boy. He come up right there.
But you hear this one? Takesha said, first she gonna come down at you and stand at the side of her.
Devon Welch, you are live on WZYE 95.9 FM in New Jersey. Just so you know, Devon Welch. How are you doing, sir? You are live on WZYE 95.9 FM.
Right. Talk to me.
Well, Devon, the people want to know, what is your assessment of the seismic shift in the election in Tobago?
The seismic shift?
Yes.
Well, there was a lot of people who really and truly was kind of disenchanted with the People's National Movement. You know, it was a close race, in fact, but...
Devon, what is that?
In terms of the counting and stuff.
It was a... Devon. Let me stop you. I don't need to stop you. Devon, I just run track. Devon, I just run track. Right? And when you run track, a close race is like a milli-tenth of a second in a race. Based on the result, Devon, 14-1 is a close race?
Lullaby and good night.
There was some seats that was actually came very close in terms of the counting numbers. 2, 3, and one was like about 21.
Rockabye baby on the treetop.
A lot of people, some people were disenchanted. They were disenchanted. There were those persons who literally told me about the job situation in terms of the employment.
Rockabye Devon on the treetop.
There were those who would have told you that, they were dissatisfied in terms of the whole system on a whole. And then you have those who was like, they want a change, just want a change. And then there were those who would have talked about the whole victimization in terms of whoever you vote for, they felt that they were being victimized. So there's a number of factors that took place now, but one of the main factors that really stood out to me, and tonight I was going to talk about it tonight, is the whole thing about these so-called point men in these communities. So if it is that we say you're an activist, but you tell yourself you're a point man for the party, when these people bring the information to you, sometimes most of the times, these point men and them don't carry back the information to the party. So they tend to keep it for themselves and try to manipulate the information to use it for themselves. So, and a lot of people get disenchanted with that they can't really see the MP. They had to talk to these point people, and these point people blocking them from moving forward in terms of talking with the MPs. And there was a whole lot of problems. It was problems, trust me.
Devon.
Yeah.
Devon.
Rockabye Devon on the treetop.
Diana. Devon, don't you think the people of Tobago after 21 years was fed up of the promises, the broken promises that was given to them by the PNM, just as how the people of Chumakak, Lavantil, about this time are also fed up with all the promises and failed promises that they have been given for over 50 years, Devon?
Well, hold on. When we say promises, because, and again, I just always tell people, you see, when people don't understand a political system, or they don't understand the politics and how things work, they will tend to say that people making promises and they're not coming true. But there were promises which was fulfilled in terms of you get the hospital, the health center, the fire station, you have 2 more gas stations on the island. You have you have to remember too, Tobago is a small island that only has a population of about 60,000 people and about 40,000 people that could be eligible to vote. So you have the administrative center, you have all these different agricultural center, you have a number of things in Tobago, you have hotels, and you name it. What was not materialized in terms of promise in Tobago? They have some of the best, they have some roads that we went into the countryside that needed to be paved and all them different things fixed properly because of certain land problems. But in terms of the community itself and Tobago is more developed than plenty of these other Caribbean islands. I tell you that.
Devon.
Yeah.
If, as you say, they get all those things, why did people resoundingly voted out the PNM?
And again, it comes back to that you would have had the little issues of the victimization.
Little issues, Devon? You agree with victimization, Devon? You think that's acceptable?
Well, in people's mind, that is what they are saying. They're saying that, okay, if they vote for PDP, they will be victimized. Or if they vote for PNM, they will be victimized.
Wait. If you vote for PNM, how the PDP go victimize you? They don't have nothing?
If you vote for PNM, like people in the PDP area, because the PDP would have won certain areas, the people in those communities would have felt that they would be victimized. They were being victimized because, one, they were not getting the access to the political directorate. And those people who, let me say like, okay, like how the PDP went now, those PNM will see that they will be victimized. Although you did tell them that he will fire them and stuff. But
no, Devon. Duke said he was going to fire people.
Yes.
Devon, send me that tape now.
I can send you the tape.
Send me that tape. No, seriously, I want that tape.
The man just said he's going to fire all those people with them red flags, them big flags in the yard.
Send me the tape.
The man said that.
Send me the tape. I'm not going to. I just want the tape because I like the facts. But Devon, let me say this, right, Devon? You as a PNM activist, right, who on the ground in Trinidad and Tobago, right? You see, Devon, the reason why the PNM does what it does is because we have people who are part of the Go Along, Get Along PNM gang, and all they're doing is going along to get along. So it doesn't matter what the PNM do, they will support it, right? I don't hear many people who trying to fix Chumaka Clavantil. I never even hear in your life, Devon, that you and your other hosts are they still in the backyard?
No.
Are they going in the front yard now? Are they going in the front yard now?
She is no longer with backyard.
She going in the front yard? She in the front yard?
People who are bored with backyard.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't know the whole thing, but I heard they say Bacchanal in the PNM backyard. That's what I heard about. I don't know. But Devon, I want Devon, I want you, Devon, to go on a live and to fight for them people in Chumaka Clavantil with the abandoned building that's been sitting there for over a decade now, 6 years under the PNM. I want you to fight for those 3 buildings in Chumaka Clavantil that's been unpainted for 15 years in a PNM stronghold. I want you to fight for that because you see the people of Tobago, Devon, then they have to fight for that no more, because them for the party that they want, let the PDP abuse them then. They know what they get from the PNM and they didn't want it. They resoundingly telling me enough is enough, or they fool me too long. They had enough for all, they take a side and park. But Devon, and I as an individual can say they abused them people there for 21 years in Tobago. I've been getting that abuse for the last 10 years under the PNM.
Well, I know you to be a man who was moving under Hippolyte.
Under Hippolyte? Under Hippolyte?
When I saw Hippolyte, I saw you know.
Look.
I'm all right.
Them fellas and them. Listen to this, Devon. As soon as them PNM people get in power, all in a sudden the cell phone number has changed. Last night here on WZYE 95.9 FM, we were able to call Pastor Baines. He picked up his phone. We were able to call Sonny Craig. He picked up his phone. We were able to call the chairman of the PDP, Dr. Ned. He picked up the phone. We were able to get Watson Duke on the phone. We were able to get Fali Chavez Augustine on the phone. Them fellas show that they are real. They're not fake. As soon as the election finished, they're going on the side, they're going in the corner, hide them PNM fellas and them. Boy, look. Don't let me.
Did you reach out to them and ask them?
Who the PNM?
Yeah.
Boy, Devon, you want me to cuss and lose my license on this radio? You want me to cuss?
No.
Boy, and my wife is a same and this, but you don't cuss in this house.
Take a pill.
Like you come in this radio, me to cuss, Devon.
Take a pill.
I call you for me to cuss. Devon.
Take a pill.
Devon.
Yeah.
You. Hold up, wait. Honey, bring that pill in that bottle. No, not the red bottle. Throw that one out. Throw that bottle. Throw the red bottle. Throw it out. Put it in the recycled bin, in the recycled garbage. Put the red bottle in the recycled. Yeah. The yellow one. No, not the yellow one. No, not the yellow one. Not that one.
The green one.
Eh? Yeah. Wait. What about black and green one? Yeah. Bring that one. Let me get. Give me. See that, please. I really don't want this Cyril, you know. I don't want this Cyril. Don't go for this Cyril.
Give me an Oreo cookie in green and yellow, right?
No, it's avocado, green on the outside and yellow on the inside.
Oh, it's avocado eaten.
Yeah. But Devon, I want to say, man, that I hope all you decide to have some testicular fortitude and stand up for something in Trinidad and Tobago. I hope so.
I have always stood up for justice, as anybody knows. And I've always told people straight up that if there is something that needs to be spoken out about, I will talk about it.
I will talk about the billionaire in Chumaka Clavantil.
Well, what I could do for you, I could pass on that information to the Honorable Minister, the Penalty Bakers, and let her take a look at it and investigate it, because I know...
Devon, get off my phone before I cuss, eh?
No, but there was something called Colony Orange, and...
Devon, you gonna pass it on to who?
With Penalty Bakers, the Honorable Minister Fulton.
Devon, you don't want me, you want me to start drinking or what?
But what if I don't understand? What you see, if I understand the justice of what you and the party is at loggerheads over, then I may be better I can better have some understanding into the problem that you may be facing with the party, because I know you are a man that works in the party and you have been sponsoring and doing certain things. I don't understand what is the problem.
Hey, Devon, listener, we really appreciate you taking the time to take the call and thing. But when you go on your live, I wanted to tell the people from the PNM that the people of Chumaka Clavantil want the building demolished and they want the 3 buildings painted yesterday. They don't want to wait till the 2025 election. And Devon, and tell them, send this message for them, Devon. Tell them that a little rare bird, tell me. They say, well, they're not painting that building because it will make you look good. And they're not demolishing that building because it will make you look good. Tell them I go in the corner. You have a fellow in here called Little Run Horner. I go in the corner like Little Run Horner and put my tail between my legs.
Well, if you want to buy some of the paint and stuff, that's no problem. Remember, it's all about community development and people.
Devon,
you spend $5 million on Tobago, they don't have money to buy paint?
Yeah, Devon, you're going to make me cuss. Seriously, you're going to make me cuss. You talking about I should go and buy paint, Devon? The Prime Minister did buy 1.2 million and 1.2 million, and I got to go and buy paint, Devon. You serious, Devon?
Hold on.
And they spend $500 million on the roads and it's still leaking? They renovate a Prime Minister house in Tobago. They renovate President's house in Trinidad. They renovate all kind of things. Right. And the poor, black disadvantaged people in Trinidad, I had to go and buy paint for them.
No, what I'm saying...
Tell them spend on the people because to buy the paint for them. Tell she to buy.
No, I'm telling you, I'll pass on the information to the minister.
Pass on more information. Look, Devon, look, Devon, I really appreciate you taking the time and taking my call, Devon. Right? When you speak to Miss Penelope Beckers, tell her I say hello. Right? But them ain't buying no paint. Devon, let me give you some news. You know Penelope Beckers was up by them buildings about 2 months ago? You know that? Penelope Beckers was up by them buildings 2 months ago? You know that?
Right.
You know what that was for? I picked her up. What she do 2 months since? But Devon, you just.
But you have to remember, but Wall Street, you know there's a process and how things are done.
Hey, Devon, listen to this. Devon, we have a fully licensed radio station here. And I don't want to have to cost tonight to lose my license.
You wouldn't lose your license.
Yeah, I will lose the license. Because I will cost for like 5 minutes.
You are a man in the community. You want to spread up there. You are entrenched in the party. And if there's a problem, you know where to go. You are a member of the party.
I know where to go. Devon. Hey, Devon. Listen, boy. We appreciate your call, man. We appreciate you taking my call. Thank you very much. All right, man. You're blessed. Yeah.
Lullaby.
I don't know why you make me call that. I don't know why you make me call that for the phone. Huh?
And so keep your pressure down. Your pressure gonna just go too high.
Yeah. I go just raise my friggin' pressure tonight and cuss.
I tell you,
Honey,
that
bring me play for me, please.
what are you wasting your time with E for?
Oh God, give me the
I
pill.
get a prescription for Ambien or something. I mean, you imagine what's coming out of his mouth?
It is they spend $1 billion campaigning on an election that they lost, and they can't find money to buy paint to paint a building.
And you telling me to buy paint? Imagine that, boy.
And you can't find money. You can't find money to put a social network system in place to harm your citizens. The citizens don't go hungry, but all they find how much money to try to smear your opposition, and it ain't work.
Exactly.
It ain't work. The people they're tired. They're tired. You know what it is? They rejected you again, Dr. Rowley.
But you know what? The PNM is slow enough. The PNM is a slow party when you really think about it. Because in these times, when that kind of campaigning don't work anymore, they're still throwing money, like they're pissing money away. Like you're casting your pearls before the swine or something like that. That's what the good book says.
I watch you see big grown women going through the streets in tights and t-shirt, whining and dancing, and the funny thing is, I notice it. They dance in the Bajan Calypso. I say, well, yes, and they're going up talking to the so what is this whining and dancing behind truck doing for the young people? And the people are hungry. And the only time you see them talking is when they're going up on the podium and pelting and sort of the toxic remarks about their opponents. The young people, that ain't working no more.
Well,
they're sensible people.
They took the low road, the opponents took the high road.
No, that ain't working no more.
So listen. Little Ron Horn, I want to know whose side are you on.
Who do I?
You want to know whose side are you on? I am on the side for the people in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't care if the PDP is for the people of Tobago. I have family in Tobago. I am on their side. If the PNM is for the people in Trinidad and Tobago, I am on their side. But there are things that the PNM are not for in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm not on their side. I'm not on their side. I haven't been afraid to say that. I am one of the few people who have supported the PNM and come out so vibrant and vigilant against many things the PNM have done. I'm afraid to say that because they can't take no food off of my table. You understand?
Correct.
Yeah.
When I go to Trader Joe's to buy food, I don't use a PNM card. When I go to BP to buy gas, I don't take out a PNM card and get the attendant. Right? When I go through Holland Tunnel or I drive into New Jersey and I go through, my easy pass don't say PNM on it.
Yep.
You don't even get a discount for showing a party card.
Yes, I don't even get a discount. Right? When I open my laptop doesn't say PNM on it. All you're getting mixed up, you know. All you're getting real tied up, you know. But whose side I on? I on the side for the betterment of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I decide I on.
Red, white, and black.
That's what it is. Look, I talking to Devon, but telling me about why you call Penelope Beckers and talk to she. Boy, I should have cussed him. I should have cussed him in truth. Nah, boy, why would I get vexed?
No, you lose your license, then we don't have this forum to continue our mission.
What? Little Ron Horner, what side you on? What side you on, Little Ron Horner? You tell me what side you on. What side? You on the pushback side. That's the side you on. Or the pushback. Pushback. You on the side for the people in Chumaka, Clavantel? Little Ron Horner? You on their side? You on their side? And then there's always somebody, oh, you're going to make case, and you like to think, but you're just need on them, man. That's all right. I like that. I am on their side. You're talking. Look how long we inviting PNM people to come in here. PDP people support us with open arms and loving arms. They supported us here at WZYE 95.9 FM. But only I made a mistake. I think I had one. I don't know if we had one MP. I don't know if we had them in this village here, but Nicola Oliveira, she was MP of Minister of Energy. I think when we had the other program in the village with Marjorie, I think we invited her there. She corrected me today. So I think that was before in the village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Yeah. She come.
Okay. Albert, I hear every word you're saying, and it's true. It's true.
Hey, Eugene, welcome, boy. Eugene is my partner. Eugene, boy. Eugene is I forget what Eugene is. Eugene, what party is up? I think Eugene is a PNM, I'm sure. Okay. I sure. Yeah, but listen, them doesn't want me to talk. Them people them don't want me to talk, right? But you see, folks, there's so many things that I know that I don't talk, right? So many things that I know.
Everything that's good to eat, they're good to talk.
Say that again, Tony.
Everything that's good to eat and good to talk.
Correct, right? So many things, and I'm very patient. I have more patience than Port of Spain General Hospital.
And they have many.
Yeah, and I have many patients. I have more patience than and sometimes, boy, you know, you can't jump at things when you see things happen the first time, boy. But little by little, the wicked treatment of the poor black disadvantaged people led by Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley in Trinidad and Tobago is sad. Because as I said, black people in Trinidad was at the 90-meter line, getting ready to cross the 100-meter line. Usain Bolt retired and gone. And under Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, black people in Trinidad and Tobago have digressed to the 50-meter line. They have lost 40 meters under Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. 40 meters, black people in Trinidad and Tobago.
But it goes beyond Keith Rowley, huh? It goes beyond him.
Well, he's the latest one, though. You understand? He could have had, just like how they have a seismic shift in Tobago in the election, he could have had a seismic shift for black people in Trinidad and Tobago. But you know what he did? He had a seismic shift, but it was a reverse seismic shift. If there's such a thing. Of course, folks, it's in the village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Tommy and Dan, I want to thank you all very much for not making me cuss tonight. But
you wouldn't let me address him. I was singing a lullaby song for him.
No. After a while, that kind of I don't know. I really
because he's sleeping still. So I was going to keep him sleeping.
He asleep at the wheel, man. And he asleep at the wheel, and that's sad. So let's go for a quick break. It's in the village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. That's 6 to 9 p.m. Seconds, they don't go nowhere. It's in the village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We're back with you. It's in the village with the DAG Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. That's 6 to 9 p.m. Hey, let me talk to this fella again. You know what? I can't understand. I don't know. Takesha, I'm amazed of the overnight transformation. It's amazing, you know. Anyway, all right.
Yeah, Albert said he had friends.
Huh?
Albert said he had friends who are now dead that spent millions of dollars on the PNM between 60 and 90. Meaning the 60s and the 90s or between age 60 and 90. But I guess it's probably, I'm trying to figure out between 60 and 90, the 60s and the 90s or 60 years old and 90 years old.
Yeah. Lana case like Guinness. Hey, look, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is speaking. Nizam, welcome back, boy. Eugene, Julian say you're rough. Why rough with Julian, boy? Eugene. Albert Montano say, thanks, handsome, you have seen the light, you are forgiven. Albert, what light you talking about? Takisha say, somebody, PM is not your friend. I never said the PM was my friend. I never said that.
But you had him in your house.
Oh gosh, you had to tell everybody.
Yeah, I gotta tell everybody, hey, hear them. You had him in your house. Hear them in the girl and get tell them PNN gang now. So because you have him in your house, you gotta tell everybody you have him in your house. What God said, but when you have people in your house and they come to eat your food, right?
Yeah, you
God said
can't
they are
walk.
hypocrites. They are hypocrites. If they come to your house, eat your food, right? Then desert you.
And you can't Wall Street and you drive him about in Queens. And you never carry me about tell me to Wall Street and drive me about in Queens. Look I near you. Yeah, all they come and look for me. I guess I ain't your
Nah, we
friend.
didn't know them time. He was Beijing them time.
That's all right.
Hey, look, Nizam want to jump in the fray too, boy. Wall, like you get up on the wrong side of the bed today. How you say them things about the PNM? I say great is the PNM, boy. Great is the PNM. Yeah, Nizam. Great is the people in Chumaka Clan are saying that. Tell them that.
Rose, you said beach open in Tobago. You sure, Gail? If you're sure, we could go to Tobago. If you're sure. Only if you're
sure. Look, Lana say like I'll some mother-in-law talk to me. Yeah, Lana, my mother-in-law said, but Slim, you know, that guy really ungrateful. And my mother is Sunday Adventist, eh? She says, Slim, but you know that Dr. Keith Christopher really ungrateful, boy. He come in with us and we pray with him and we say he could be the prime minister. When he come prime minister, he ain't doing nothing for love until all the thing you ask him, Slim, what wrong with him? I said, mother, I don't know. Slim, I can't believe this. The same mother now to my life has no memory. She says, Slim, I can't believe he do that. Man is a
they can open
hypocrite.
Pandora box in Tobago now.
Rose, there's only one person can swim across the Tobago, and that is Watson Duke. Nobody else can do that.
Oh, they're gonna see all the money been going all these years.
Yeah, Little Ron Horner, but overnight transformation. I guess Little Ron Horner wasn't here when we was talking about exile and stranded citizen. Little Ron Horner wasn't here when we was talking about the 3 billion that haven't been painted. Oh, he's the same one we're talking about. How long we going to keep talking about them 3 billion and the one abandoned building? He wasn't here. He was here for that. Little Ron Horner wasn't here when I was talking about the building on Duncan Street for the 11th Wall Street Empowerment Center. Little Ron Horner, you forget about that. Little Ron Horner wasn't here when I was talking about the 11th Wall Street Scholarship Foundation. Little Ron Horner come out to the corner. Come out to the corner. Your petticoat train. Man, that's a petticoat.
Anyway, good night, Fish Sticks.
Huh?
I tell him Fish Sticks good night because he look like he just came in.
Oh, man, that's a petticoat or his woman? Look around one of your petticoat train, eh?
I still did they still wear that?
What?
Did they still wear petticoat?
Yeah. People, Rara and Takisha, people that still wear petticoat?
No.
No?
No.
How you know that, Ghana?
Because I don't wear none.
So because you don't wear none, people don't wear none?
That thing gone out so long, nobody wear a petticoat.
Okay, Zaid, what about Bronx citizens and Sam? Who Bronx citizen? You see, Zaid, me know about that, nah? Oh, look, we still bomber. What's HMPP?
What?
What's HMPP?
Shocking to hear that coming from you. What? Yeah. I don't know.
Dana Benskin and Tommy.
Yes.
Am I talking gibberish that haven't been spoken before?
No, that is called I don't know.
like people have selective memory, boy. That's what that's called.
Yeah.
They just select what they want to remember.
Help me. Something, please.
Yeah.
Help me, please.
How much time I talk about the neglect of the people in Chumakak, Lavantel, and environs?
All the time.
Nizam Ahmed says, Wall, you really said that about the PNM? Nah. Nizam, that's a lot of Mars, boy. Oh, God.
Wall, leadership in the PNM, boy.
What's that? What?
You better go up for leadership in the PNM.
Oh, God. Ron said the light is always shining. Whoever eyes will see. Thanks for the narrative, Wall Street. Oh, God. Mongs, boy. Nice speech, Anselm, boy. So, oh, cool. Again, some compliments tonight, boy. Because I'm talking bad about the PNM. Lollipop. Good evening, everyone. Jesus Christ is speaking. A special good night to Miss Diana and Mr. Anselm and Mr.
You way back up there.
Hey, look, always say hello to Guy Mabia. Is he new? Is that a new post in the chat?
Oh, God.
Always say hello to Guy Mabia.
Hello, Guy Mabia.
Hey, look. Lana, thank you. Anselm, you spoke true to point your message to the PM. Yeah, everybody getting a message. I want to give my message too.
That's right.
Look. Albert. Oh, look. Who's that? Pharmacia Deception. Pharmacia Deception, welcome.
He was there before.
No, I know.
He and somebody like this, good friends.
Who's that?
Is either he and I see him at Vonnie or
Watch. Hey, Nizam, if I go up for leadership, you can see how far Nuts Cake and all of them running Nuts Cake and Little One Honor and Carrot Cake and Ellis Island. You see how far them running? Boy, you want nothing to do with that fella, da? Right? That fella, that Wall Street fella. What are we going on? No, lad, I ain't forget that. I ain't forget the vote out thing, right? And hear this now. Diana. No, Takisha. Takisha actually to get Devon. We just get Devon on the phone, right? I think Devon in our corner hiding right now.
No, Rockabye Devon on the treetop.
Look, Miami Jesus come back. So they have two Jesus now in the chat. Huh?
I don't know. I'll figure that out.
Look, Miami Jesus coming to make trouble. Answer me voting UNC now, eh? Tikisha say answer rolling in the garden, hiding from Tobagonians. Oh God!
You and this to everybody somewhere hiding.
Yeah, we just come up with some good thing, you know. Tikisha say Devon not there. I laughed out loud. Oh God! Ahmed Beltano says, Ansem, you know a free man, you know, so happy. Devon, I always happy, man. I always happy, Albert Montano. Yeah, Run DMC. Nobody lives there. Hey, look, man, Jesus. What you say? I feel someone kidnapped the real Ansem. This is not the diet PNM Ansem. Laugh out loud. Although, you know, how long you will continue to take abuse? Huh? When you're in an abusive relationship, what does that have to do? Huh? Want to tell me now, when you're in an abusive relationship, what does that have to do?
Several times.
Sorry, I'm not. Welcome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, boy. Hey. No. Albert, I think the PDP get. Let me see. We have Fuad Bob Walker coming. I go tell you how much they get. I get a letter from the EBC. Let me see. I read letter with how much votes the people and them get. Let me see that letter here.
16,000 something.
Yeah, I think it was 16,000 and something, you know. Let me see.
And they get 11,000 something.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, Dan, I think you're right. Let me see that. Let me see. Look at here. So the Progressive Democratic Patriots get 16,932 votes. The People's National Movement got 11,943 votes. The Innovative Democratic and here Devon coming here now and saying it was close. You hear that, fella?
Yeah.
The man come with a straight face and say it was close.
He was dreaming.
Boy,
Yeah.
I'm glad only stopped me from cussing.
It was close in the favor of PDP. Right.
It was, yeah, the Innovative Democratic Alliance got 295 votes. The Class Action Reform Movement got 0, and the Unity of the People got 6. There was a voter turnout of 57%, as 29,273 votes were cast from an electorate of 51,383.
Wow.
Right? So it also says the preliminary results show the Progressive Democratic Patriots. This is from the EBC, folks. The Progressive Democratic Patriots winning the Tobago House of Assembly election, having captured 14 of the 15 electoral districts contested. The People's National Movement won the Darrell Spring Rim electoral district. And then they say that the Elections and Boundary Commission have received official requests for recounts in the electoral districts of Buku Mount Pleasant and Darrell Spring Rim. The requests for recounts have been made by the People's National Movement in the electoral district of Buku Mount Pleasant and by the Progressive Democratic Patriots for the district of Darrell Spring Rim. So the PNM wants 2 districts to be recounted, and the PDP wants 1 district to be recounted. So that is the story.
No, but this rhetoric that Devon is pushing about being victimized by the PDP and being victim, where did he get that information from?
I don't know now, but let's bring in
election.
Fuad Abu Bakr.
Nobody lives there.
Nobody lives there.
Tune in.
Fuad.
Good evening, Mr. Abu Bakr.
Hey, good
Fuad,
evening, guys.
back.
How y'all doing?
Everybody doing good, man. Welcome back. We gotta tell you, it's in the village with the DAG Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, this is Diana. Diana is considered to be the storm. I am Ansem. It's Flash of Wall Street. Gary's not here with us, but he's in the chat. Of course, Gary's the Phantom, and we have Tommy, our commissioner here in Newark. Fuad Abu Bakr.
What happened to Gary? You all right?
You know, you're coming and he decided to take a little run. He going on jog. He going on jog. He going on jog.
Oh.
He going on run. He going on run the savannah. Gary the savannah hiding.
All right.
Yeah. Well, it's a pleasure to have you in the village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. So,
always a pleasure, guys. Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So, you know, the main thing is the election in Tobago. And I believe that there's been a seismic shift in politics in Trinidad and Tobago. The days when you could come with trinkets and try to bribe people to vote for you. I want to believe, because Tobago is different from Trinidad, that those days are history, but we have another whole 4 years before a general election. Of course, we have the local election coming up, but we have another 4 years before the 2025 election. So give us your feedback from what you saw in Tobago, being on the ground in Tobago.
Yeah, so Good evening again to everybody, listeners, those who joining us live on Facebook as well. Tune in to the program every evening that you come on and you spend with Anselm and the twins and everyone will increase your ability to understand politics and life so that you can make better decisions. And that is a good precursor to what I'm going to say, because it is obvious that the people of Tobago are extremely conscious when it comes to their political decisions. I have heard people speak on the ground and they say quite clearly that they have no problem with changing from one party to the next if they feel their interests, their country, their island is going to be served better by somebody else, somebody different. And that is what transpired yesterday. It was clear on the ground. Very early on when I reached into Crown Point and I started speaking to people, there was this clear indication that there was a level of frustration with what is taking place. There is this perfect storm with economic issues and COVID and a lot of disenchantment within the society. But Trinbagonians are tolerant people at times and very, very fair. They will make excuses for politicians and leaders, sometimes when no excuse can be made. However, in this instance, and I think it's increased in Tobago, the people were extremely fed up, frustrated, disenchanted with the representation, with the leadership, with the politics of the People's National Movement. And that was spelt out clearly by the election. I haven't even watched the official count. I know you were just telling us about the figures, but a resounding win for the People's Democratic Party, PDP, a resounding win. 14-1, I think it ended up.
Yeah, that's what the EBC has reported. 14-1.
Yeah. And I would like, the people who supported or voted for the PNM, I would like them to try to understand the whys. I went so far in speaking to individuals in Tobago. We said when you're given answers in exams, sometimes you need to put the working next to it. Now you get points for the working,
Correct.
not just arriving at the right answer or whatever answer. And I feel as though for our political decisions, we should be able to do the working on the side, explain the reasons why we choose what we choose. And I said this on another program. If the reasons why we choose a political entity to lead us, we choose administrators, we choose leaders to set the tone within our society, spiritually, morally, economically, and otherwise, legislatively, etc. If we choose based on the ignorant perspective of race, racism, tradition, then we will be lost and we will be making the wrong decision. So I had a really nice time in Tobago, to be honest. Guys, Tobago love. I know people complain about Tobagonians sometimes or whatever. That was not my experience. It was warmth and love and good conversation and good food, great vibes. While Mr. Rowley and others were probably enjoying whatever caviar and whatever. I was up in I can't even remember exactly Mount.
Mount
I can't
Devon or
remember
Mount
where.
Pleasant? Mount Irvin or Mount Pleasant? Yeah.
First is different places I touched, right?
Hmm.
In a unfinished home, welcomed by some really nice Tobagonian people. They cooked some curry crab and provision and stuff. Of course, they had the pork stewed on as well. Right?
Yeah.
I enjoy my crab, you know, and it was good vibes. And even then, of course, on the lips of all Tobagonians was the conversation about leadership and what they were seeing, what they want for their island, you know. The fact that even though so many people are employed with the THA, that doesn't satisfy them, so to speak, you know. Mr. Fali Augustine spoke about temporary work, and a worker can't be temporary for 2 years running. You know, you
Yeah.
keep on renewing their contracts. None their temporary contracts. Give them permanency. Give them that stability. It's either they are useful or they are not useful. You know, don't disrespect people and have them dangling from a string. You know, and things like that really resonated with Tobagonian people. So the PNM may have felt that we have 70% of the population working for the THA, the PNM THA, and they depend on us, and we will scare them. We will tell them protect your future, because with the PDP, your future will be lost. You'll lose your job. You ain't sure of this. Boy, Tobagonian people ain't eat that bait, no?
But
They didn't take that injection of fear. They
yeah,
are proud people.
yeah, the Fuad, as a matter of fact, my father lives in Roxburgh, Tobago. He lives in Watson Duke constituency. And I have
Right.
brothers who also live in Tobago. But Fuad, do you
I feel
believe?
I see him jumping up in black.
Yeah, them go on black one time. But
Yeah,
Fuad,
Roxborough,
yeah,
solid.
yeah,
Country
solid black, solid. But Fuad, do you believe what transpired in Tobago can take traction in places like Lavantil? Yeah,
Welcome
because
to the PNM. Well, people who were traditionally PNM or are at the moment or have voted last time for the PNM. Welcome to all of them to the program. Get with the program, Trinidad and Tobago. If something is not serving you the way it should serve you, make changes. I understand the difficulty with the UNC. Therefore, it is incumbent, it is necessary for us to make steps to create something that will take us further politically. Mr. Watson Duke, like some of his ardent supporters were telling me even this morning, boy, them fellas start by themselves walking.
yep.
One or two of them. They didn't have no money. They get locked out the THA for the last how much months? But they walk around with a loaf of bread during COVID and give a loaf of bread. When the PNM was throwing hampers and they discussed ideas with the people. You know, I heard someone who explained to me the politics quite succinctly. He said, listen, even the 6-6 that Mr. Watson Duke and others created made Tobago a really nice place in terms of delivery from the PNM THA. Because when there's true competition, you have people who are on their toes, politicians who have to work. But when you are PNM till I die, you know, your funeral book, you're going to be under extreme pressure. These politicians that we have nowadays, unless they are spurred by the threat of losing your vote and losing their seat, they don't give one rat's tail who what. This modern politician, Faris Arawi, Stuart Young, you know, all of them.
Don't forget Andrew Gabriel, the former UNC senator. Don't forget him too. Andrew Gabriel. That's the PNM financier.
Yeah, the current PNM financier.
Yeah, Andrew Gabriel, former UNC senator.
That, well, he was a senator.
Yeah, former UNC senator. Them PNM people don't know that. Them don't know he was a former UNC senator. And he's a PNM financier now.
Them players just played all kind of sides.
Boy,
Don't be surprised if he still have tentacles in the UNC as well. Because, you know, politics for them is about business. I have a little bit of a personal with our Prime Minister, the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley. You know, I felt extremely disrespected by his actions during the last election. Prior to the election, obviously, we discussed to some extent that issue of screening and all of that within the PNM. And I feel as though our leaders, our elders, even within the PNM, need to learn a lesson. And I think to some extent, they need to take a backseat and even within that entity, create some avenue for change and for young, cleaner individuals to come to the fore. If we look at the PDP campaign, I have to give credit to Mr. Watson Duke. He had the political maturity to understand what was taking place.
Correct.
And to move to the background.
Correct.
And to allow Mr. Farley Augustine, you know, a brilliant young man.
Yep.
Good soul, praying man as well. You know, I said when I went off.
Yes.
Yeah, I said when I set off to Tobago, I wanted to pray with him. And I didn't pray with him. I saw him, we spoke, but I didn't pray with him when I saw him. But soon, you know, I'll give him a call and we'll pray together.
You know, Fuad, you raised a point there. You have to be an astute politician in order to take a back seat for a party that you basically started all by yourself, right? And allow someone else who I coined today an anointed transformational leader, right? Farley Chavez Augustine. He's a transformational leader. And when you listen to the brother speak, you could listen to the man all day, boy. The man is like a Patrick Manning in the waiting. You know, when you listen to Patrick Manning speak, he was enthused. When you listen to him speak, man, you are enthused. And people can say what they want about Watson Duke. Watson Duke was astute enough to know that, you know what? I know what the PNM bringing. It's like he's a chess player.
Yeah.
He already knew the moves the PNM was going to make, and he made the move before they could do what they wanted to do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's very much like, personally, before I go on to even adverse programs where I know there are PNM people who would try to undermine me, you know, and take away something of my credibility, I know what they're coming with. Because really, what you're going to come with?
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah. Your father is Abu Bakr and he do this, blah, 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 blah. What else you going to say? And, you know, we try our best to explain to the people, and a lot of people understand. Individuals are responsible for what they do, right? Dolce's son or O'Halloran's son, you know, wherever they are today, if they are doing positive things, we need to respect them and judge them based on what they are doing, not based on what their parents did. I mean, that's a no-brainer. So yeah, Watson was extremely astute in his movements. And I will be real with you, Anselm. You know about Mr. Farley Augustine. Yeah. But there are so many others within that movement.
Absolutely. Pastor Burns.
Yes.
Tony Craig and the chairman of the PDP, Dr. Sean Muir. Man, we had them on here. We couldn't get one PNM person to come on. And you know, Fuad, a next thing, there's an organization in Tobago called CivilNet.
Civil
Right?
men?
CivilNet, right? And they had different debates in Tobago. And they asked the PNM to come on the debate. And the PNM just shunned them aside.
Of
And
course,
it was
yeah.
like, what we going by them for? Them are no purpose for we. That's like how they shun us. Them are no
Yeah.
purpose. We ain't going there. The people of Tobago took note. The
Yeah.
PDP
Well, it's the
went.
same thing in Trinidad. The two big Republican big money parties, financier-based, corruption-driven parties, the UNC and the PNM, both of them ain't going on no debate. Both of them ain't interested. Both of
Nah.
them, in their opinion, have more to lose than gain by being on an open program and answering the questions that the people of Trinidad and Tobago want answered. It is a backward philosophy. It is not democratic in the least. You know, there's an undermining of our democratic process in Trinidad and Tobago. As much as we talk about democracy, it is not practiced as it should. You can look to to America, which is not the best example. You can look to Britain, and you would find that every single political leader will make themselves available on these large debates to, to discuss the issues, because the people demand it, because the media outlets are strong enough and independent enough to demand it. I don't know when we would see that level of maturity in Trinidad and Tobago that will augur well to the understanding and political development of the people. But clearly, the status quo as well does not want that education process to take place. It is an advantage behavior. They want to take advantage of the ignorance. They want to take advantage of the poverty of the people, the
brother,
difficulty,
preach.
the desperation. And it's gone so far that they actively try to keep you in a position of ignorance, to keep you in a position of dependency, to keep you in a position of poverty, so they can exploit you politically. You know how wicked and deep that is? It has reached so far that it is a mandate to divide Trinidad and Tobago so that the both parties can use us for their political gain along racial lines. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine they will destroy the camaraderie and the love between East Indian and African. How we vote is not how we party, as David Rudder spoke, sang. They will destroy that love just to exploit us politically, and obviously the economic ramifications are there as well. That has to be rejected as a people of Trinidad and Tobago, guys. We had to be smarter than that. And I want to give credit to the people of Tobago, blessings. While I was in Delaford, the candidate who went up against Faith Israel, they call him Punchin, right? So he was saying to me, he had a conversation with me, and he was saying, because he felt as though I was there to probably support the PDP. He said to me, hey, Tobago people don't really like Trinidadians trying to influence the politics, I said, I am aware of that 100%. And we're speaking in front of a few Tobagonians. I say, but somehow, honestly, Punchin, my experience in Tobago has been so much love, so much interest at trying to move on to different areas and people trying to make me stay. Like I spent about an hour and a half in Delaford under a PNM tent talking with people of all different political persuasions. I see next thing with Tobago too, they go sit down under your PNM tent, eat from your pot where you're cooking, take the blocks and the cement that you bring to give away, to bribe.
Mm-hmm.
Work for your employer, PNM jersey, and then go and vote PDP, you know. Them in business, you know. And they line you, they celebrate in the evening and watching you and telling you, so what happened? What's your problem? You want to celebrate too? You know, I said to Punchin, I said, boy, my experience has been nothing but love. I come here, you know, trying to get a gist and to explain how important this is for the entirety of Trinidad and Tobago, how wonderful the change would be as well. And, you know, Tobagonians, even those who didn't want to acknowledge that change because they had a different perspective, still were real loving and willing to express their views and talk with us. So I tell him, I feel like I as a Tobagonian, you know, I feel like I have ancestors who from here, you know, because the kind of welcome I get. I don't know what you're talking about, you know. Big up to Tim and everybody in Charlottesville, right? Nothing but love. Big up Garganite from Speyside, you know. Big up the best punchman from Buku. Big up the youths in Canaan, you know, who are sweating some football, breaking the rules, you know, but they had to change them rules because the youth fed up. And they've been playing football for months and months and months. You know, the youths are a little more less susceptible to COVID, etc., and fighting it off. Big up to the lovely people in Pirates Bay and the lovely people in Castara, you know, Tobago, and people want a beach. They want the beach, you know. Give the people the beach. Mr. Rowley, don't make it an issue for Mr. Watson, Duke, and Mr. Farley, and Mr. Nile, and everybody else to attack you on, because overwhelmingly, Tobago people want the beaches. I think Trinbagonians too. And not a party, you know. To go and wash out the COVID.
Yeah, get a little sweat, go a little deep, go a little dive, but
That's salt water that is made.
Oh, how you doing, brother? This is Gary Marby. How are you?
The entire nasal passage clear up and bring down that cold. Right? We know about that. We Trinbagonians, we know about that.
Correct.
I don't think he's hearing me. I don't think anybody's hearing me.
They want the beach. They want the beach.
Brother Fuad. Brother
yeah,
Fuad.
good evening, man.
Yeah, brother Tommy.
Yes, sir. And I know you have political ambition and you are a young, brilliant mind. Now that you've gone to Tobago and seen the operations and the arrangements that were made by the new political directorate, which is the Green Party. I see you wearing green tonight too. What are your thoughts? Do you think that you can continue that momentum in Trinidad by being a part of something that is promising?
Yeah. So, first of all, we were in green a little bit before PDP. PDP came out after us. and they also wear black. And I am black and I wear green. So, yes. You don't know. We're on the same
wavelength.
On the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you guys hearing me?
I have been, we're hearing you.
Okay, because my mic was a little muted. Yeah, I was trying to say hello to you. So, how you doing, brother?
Good, man, good.
I see you some good spirits there.
Yeah, I'm further inspired. I feel as though I was inspired before. I went to Tobago to pay attention to what was going on because I knew that something phenomenal was taking place.
Oh, nice.
Something phenomenal took place with 6-6. Something phenomenal took place even with 2-10 before. You know, and people sometimes don't see the long picture on the road. You know, they only see now when the entire picture of victory takes place now. But it's been a long road. It's been a long road. And I have been involved in politics as the leader of the New National Vision for a while. It's a long road, But when it's time, and this is something my father always says to me, says or said, I still, they will say I'm mad if I say that. I still talk to my father, right?
I'm straight.
But let us go in this politics game. Anything you say, they're going to misconstrue and thing and
Yeah.
whatever.
But spin it, man. That's
Anyway.
spin bowling for the West Indies.
They're going to shape your destination. Don't let nobody shape.
Yeah. God is in charge.
Yeah.
So my father always says, when it's time, it is time.
Yep. Say that again, Forward. Say that again.
When it is time, it is time.
Correct.
And it was time. It was time for PDP. And I'll be real with you. I had a conversation in Buku with one of the candidates to the PDP as well. And he was saying, listen, we are doing so much work and stuff and whatever, but it's not just us. It is the time. It is the time. And I really appreciate that these young people, many of them are young people, understand that level of spirituality and have that humility. That stood out to me. I went down close to Crown Point there, and that was a seat that people were thinking, nah, it have no way. Certain seats people were thinking, no way.
But Fuad, don't you think? Don't you see the PM like as more like as an invading force compared, like it has no relation and connection to the people of Tobago? Because you've seen a different quality of people there, compared to those in the PNM who were trying to dominate them. You've seen some real people there. Some real loving people. You've seen some people that are, that are real that you think you can work with. I've seen a different kind of people in Tobago compared to what the PNM was projecting out there.
Yeah. There are some wonderful people in Tobago. They are stable economically. Tobagonians own their house,
Yep.
They're not just renting,
Yep.
renting out the houses to foreigners,
Yep. Correct.
To visitors. They are
but
fishermen,
there's some kind of a
farmers.
genuineness about them. There's a very genuine way about them, I can see.
Yeah. So listen, and they don't bullshit around, What they have an issue with is if people come and they find they being a little condescending or disrespectful to them, so sometimes the visitor to Tobago will think his spending power has some kind of effect on a Tobagonian.
No.
And he will tell you,
no,
boy, go with your money,
Yeah. Correct is right.
Go with your money,
Correct
Nah. I not open. Nah, I ain't renting. Nah. Just so if they don't feel you, they'll tell you, I want it. and they hit PNM that wholesale.
Nice.
Tobagonians were saying, listen, we just normally take care of ourselves. It was a little tough during the period of COVID. Where were you? Where were you all? How on earth all they could find now? Money for all kind of program. Miss Tracy Davidson Celestin, say she has 60 million put on for the Scarborough Waterfront project. And they just raising their eyebrows. They're like, what? How? Where you get money from? We going through economic difficulty. Things have been tightening on us, etc. Our spending power has decreased. It's been a little tough time for us. we coping, but we had no assistance. We had very little assistance from y'all. And now, all of a sudden, y'all find money from somewhere because it is election, or they paving we road, or they giving out 2 weeks jobs, or they bringing material for people and smiling and dropping it. What? Are they crazy? What do you think Tobagonian people is? Nah. They run them. Like they say, run them like dog. You know, Tobagonian people said,
Brother
yeah.
Fuad, I saw, this is Diana, how are you doing? I saw where Aisha Wells put up a post saying something about the lion is not concerned with the opinion of sheep. And she was referring to it. He's gone?
No, good. It's good.
And I'm making reference to the Tobagonians, you know? And that incensed me so terribly because I know quite a few Tobagonians who are doctors and who are nurses and who have their own businesses and who are engineers. I remember that young lad that he has his own little business and he does the wrought iron. And then the young lady who does the designing Anselm with the engineering thing, you know. And I said to myself, how could you, in a responsible stance in the media, just make such a broad brush statement and calling such progressive people and saying that they're sheep. Sheep have their own ability, but you're saying the lion is not concerned with the opinion of sheep. So that means, the lion and the sheep are prey. So I took her on an editorial. I was incensed by that, and I know
that is extremely disrespectful, insensitive. That's a statement of political suicide. I wonder sometimes if these individuals really support the parties that they say they support when they say certain things, because that can't motivate anybody to ever support you. It will only incense individuals more. And even Dr. Rowley, as crude and harsh as he can be at times, if you look at the stance that he's taken, and if you listen to his words now, even Miss Tracy Davison Celestin, they both have stated quite clearly the people of Tobago have spoken, because they have a little more political acumen, and they know that even if they're disrespectful internally, they can be disrespectful externally.
That's right. And I frequent Tobago a lot. And I find, I always take a day tour. I go around the island, different sides. And everywhere you stop, I find them to be, they're not like Trinidad. They're very homely and they're happy to see you. And it's like family and they engage you and they exhibit more love and they're different type of people. They're different, and they're different from Trinidadians. I'm giving jacket.
But Diana, if you live in paradise, you might be an angel, not so?
Yeah, they're different type of people. I'm like, wow. And I tell you, when I visit Tobago, I feel safe going out and doing a little thing around where I go. And I ain't gonna be peeping over my back because people trying to snatch me or snatch my back. Well, people gonna think twice coming around me because the kind of face I just put on. But
you don't even need to do that
in Trinidad. I ain't trying going out 12 o'clock in the night in Trinidad or 11 o'clock. No.
Yeah.
I might go in a car. But Tobago, you can just go walk, stop a car. When you're going, darling, they drop you. You want me to come back for you too? And they will come back and drop you home.
Yeah. Everybody know everybody in the villages. everybody is family. So it does not have that level of
Different countries, two
yeah,
different countries,
yeah,
all
yeah,
together.
yeah.
You see,
And I'll be honest with you, they have
Hmm.
a lot of people who were born in Trinidad,
Living in
and
Tobago.
Mr. Augustine spoke about it today and acknowledged them, who live
Working.
in Tobago now and work and live there for so long,
Mm-hmm.
their residence is changed to there. They are Tobagonians
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
because they prefer. I met a
Mm-hmm.
man right by Pirates Bay who's from Tunapuna, and he said, "Well, I'm from Tunapuna, but I'm from um, I'm from Charlottesville, because as be here more."
Mm-hmm.
And we
Mm-hmm.
spoke about the same issues, the same reasons of safety and homeliness and family thing. And one of
Mm-hmm.
the boys in the house cut some coconuts for us, and my companion, the guy I was working with, around and stuff, he took the coconut and he asked, "Oh, how much for it now?" I laugh in my mind, you know, and the man tell him free. What do you mean how much for it? What are you talking about,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
love.
You see, Fuad, I tell people this all the time. My father lives in Tobago. I have a brother living in Tobago. Right? My
Yeah,
stepmother lives in Tobago.
yeah,
And whenever I come to Trinidad, either hop on a plane or hop on the boat. I go up to Tobago. I go up Roxborough. I hang out with them a few days. We sit and we
yeah,
talk. I come back down the road. I always go in Tobago. And every time I go that place, I used to go and spend my summers in Tobago with my father. Because my
yeah,
mother lived in Trinidad. We lived in Chumaka, Claverton, and they lived in Roxborough. And I used to
yeah,
go, and I used to just cross the street down on the beach. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? I
yeah,
go from the living right there across the street, we on the beach bathing. I mean,
yeah,
that was some of the best summers I ever had in my life, man. People are
yeah.
just nice, 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 nice. But Fuad, the big question is this now, right? Um, my belief is that the PDP has the brain power within the party to transform Tobago in what it should be. I really believe that. Is 4 years enough for them to do that?
Um, yeah, well, they definitely the time to get going. Listen, leadership and administration is a constant process. So it is not just about transforming it, but it's about continuity and guidance and even as different challenges come towards a nation or a country or an island, mitigating those challenges and leading your country in the right direction. So I feel, of course, 4 years is a lot of time that you can do a lot, but it's a continual process, and I hope that they um, hold fast to God first of all,
Mm-hmm.
and those tenets of morality and spirituality that will ground them into being good leaders, honesty and decency. Um, I hope that they hold fast to those, and they continue beyond 4 years till whatever. The real important thing is to have good leaders, and this guy from Canaan was saying to me, you know, we feel confident in the PDP now, but if they go in and they do nonsense too, we feel we will just vote them out too. You know, we had to prepare for them already. So the hopes and aspirations of a people are a serious thing, and you shouldn't play with it at all as a leader. Uh, so to answer your question, Tobago, what I have witnessed firsthand is that Tobago, in terms of infrastructure development, um, is saturated. It has a lot of buildings, multi-purpose facilities, um, new this, new that, new this, new that, facilities like that because of their unique political position and their importance to the political landscape of Trinidad and Tobago, they're almost a decider for who goes into government. They have been, I don't want to say spoiled, but they have been getting a lot. And it is not so much that Tobago needs things, right? Tobago needs programs, direction, accountability, stability, sound judgment, on issues. That is what Tobago needs. Tobago needs a utilization of all the resources that they have. They don't need resources. They have. They need that leadership and that guidance and that ability to discern and to manage and to market what they have. And I'm sending in my application as a advisor, so I hope they receive it and consider me. I know there are many intellectuals within the landscape in Tobago who would also, be able to contribute tremendously to Tobago. But I feel at this point that they are the type of leadership that would consider people like myself and others who want to contribute and want to share their ideas and their understanding and ability to direct leadership. So I'm extremely hopeful. It is a breath of fresh air that sweeps across Tobago straight into Trinidad. And I can say openly to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, a few people actually asked me to get involved in Tobago with my own party. And I said, well, if it's necessary, so to speak, but I am involved to a certain extent now. And I feel as though that is sufficient. If we have good leaders, then I could relax on the beach, I could enjoy my children, and my family and do other things. So I feel somewhat comfortable. I told PDP supporters, mind your business. Mind your business. Hold on to your leaders. I say if they're getting carried away, all is one family, one village, all is man be man. Hold them and shake them up.
Correct is right. So Fuad, we want to stick and stay for a little bit. We gotta go for a quick station identification. It's in the village with the DAG Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We have with us in the village tonight Fuad Abu Bakr. He has joined us, and we're having a nice, beautiful discussion here tonight. Stick and stay, don't go nowhere. It's in the village with the DAG Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. But Fuad, based on how this program have expanded so quickly without any official members of the current government coming on this program, I think we might have expanded to more than 3 days. You know what I mean? That was
If all they're doing the work and it going good.
Yeah. We appreciate. I have to tell you that when we starting this program here and taking on exile and stranded citizens, and you follow me and I follow you. So, and we don't always, go back and forth. And you said something to me one time. It's always interesting the way I put certain things down, like the questions of the day. And I'm always a person asking questions, always asking questions. So here's my last question for you. Do you believe what happened in Tobago can be transferred to the political landscape in Trinidad and Tobago? In Trinidad. What happened in Tobago can transfer to the political landscape in Trinidad.
Yeah. I am inspired by the events of December the 6th, and I have been inspired before that as well. It is a long road that we have been on. There are two types of current. Sometimes you see the current on the top, but there's an undercurrent that is even more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And many times you don't see the undercurrent, and you go into the water and it pulls you to and fro. So I feel confident that at one point, very soon in our future, I will stand up and I will say the very same words that Mr. Farley Augustine said in Tobago, in Trinidad. I feel extremely confident.
Mm-hmm.
We need to continue to educate the population. It is time. We live in a time with a perfect wind, a perfect storm. And after the darkest days, that is when the light comes. So I really look forward to the future in Trinidad and Tobago. Stay tuned. Stay tuned to the political developments with the new national vision and other people who may unite and join to take Trinidad and Tobago forward. I say to the many, and I went on to my Facebook live, and some of the people looking on, young, brilliant people who are involved politically with other entities who I have courted before in the past. To come and do some work with us now. Where you are isn't where you should be. And I say to them tonight, come, let we move forward now. The time is right. Man up, woman up. Don't study instant gratification and benefits now from whatever political entity. Let us create a solid future for us and our generation. Let us get away from and let us move beyond racial lines and barriers, and let us grow and take Trinidad and Tobago to where it can be fulfilling our true potential as a nation. That is where I see Trinidad and Tobago heading, and I don't think it's too distant off. I don't think it's too far away. So live with hope. Join me now, man. Join me. Guys, in Tobago, one of the guys who was not just a supporter, an active member of one of the teams for the PDP. You know what he said to me? He said, I come all the way from Florida, and I here for months just for this and to do this, Or like any message, yeah?
Yeah. I got your message, man. I got your message full 100. And we here at WZYE 95.9 FM, we were open to all and every parties, all and sundries,
of course,
for them to come in and talk your talk. Come and talk. The only people that did not take us up on anything was the PNM.
Yeah. Well, they're large and they're in charge.
Yeah, exactly. I tell them that. I said, listen.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, once upon a time. I say, well, they take this little black boy from Chumaka Clavantil for a fool. Because when we started this journey on WZYE 95.9 FM, there was like, hey, lead them out there in the diaspora. The people that had the hindsight was the PDP. Every time we reach out to somebody from the PDP, they came without any questions.
Yeah.
And they spent an hour, 2 hours, whatever time. And I say again, on the night of their victory, we had about 6 of them here, 6 high people up in the party who gave us a little time. And we here at WZYE 95.9 appreciate that, because they came before, and on their victory night, they didn't just get up and run and not answer the phone. But Fuad, before you go, if you had to send a message to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, what would be your message to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley?
Sure. The beginning of wisdom is the knowledge of God. Humble yourself. You know, humble yourself. It is never too late to change and to improve. As long as we have life, we have the ability to change and to improve ourselves. Seek guidance from your Creator. You know, seek that guidance from your Creator, and you know, make way and prepare for Trinidad and Tobago to be great, not just the PNM great. You know, make way and let your legacy, which isn't finished until you pass on, you know, let your legacy be a even more positive one, and divert from the course that unfortunately too many of our leaders have gone on. You know, pray. That's my last message, and I take it for myself as well, and I extend it to all people, not just politicians. You know, something has to lead a leader, and God is that source. That God is that source of leadership for us as human beings.
So Fuad, I want to say thank you so very kindly for joining us on such short notice. You know, anytime we call, you come, and we appreciate that. You know what I mean? And anytime you need to come, you also send me a message, and you will come. You know what I mean?
That's anytime you have something to say. And
anytime.
And Brother Fuad, I want to say something here too. I want you to take a message back to the media in Trinidad and Tobago.
Sure.
Right? To continue to misreport on our people in Trinidad and Tobago, and we will stand with our people. Tell them we on this side. We'll stand with our people, and we'll give them a voice. Continue to give them a voice, and let them continue to suppress our people. We will continue to fight our people. Let our people know they have a voice on this side. Go ahead, answer.
Yeah, so Fuad, again, we want to thank you so very kindly, man. It's always a pleasure. And you know, consider WZYE 95.9 FM to be a home for you, away from home as far as the media is concerned. And whenever we come here, we keep it real.
I live in the village. What's wrong with all you?
You hear that? That's straight.
For the Fuad, as long as you live in the village, you're destined for greatness.
That's right.
You gotta stay grounded.
Stay grounded, man. Stay grounded all the time.
And anybody trouble you, the storm coming for them. Don't worry.
All right.
You have an army, the Storm, the Flash, the Phantom.
Commissioner.
Yeah.
Well, I'm rolling in the right company, and it's nothing but love. Thank you.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Take care.
All right, brother. Thanks for taking time.
Right. All right. Yeah, folks, I gotta tell you, man. You know, every time, you know, let me go in the chat here. Oh, cool, boy. Hey, all of us must do this chat, you know. Chris,
it going serious, no?
Boy, Chris, I want to thank you, Chris Watson. This been up there a long time. Chris Watson says, "Little one, wanna come out of the corner and listen." Wait. Let me see. Let me come out of the corner. Wait. Let me see. Wait. He coming out. Okay, 1 foot up. No, you gotta put both feet up. Okay.
Ansem, you worse than them, you know.
Let me see. Wait, go down there. The man coming out. Wait now. He kind of slow though. Let me see. Okay, picking up his left foot. Oh, left foot, right foot, boy. All you had to do was put bodies in front of it. Yup. He get up. Chris Watson says, and Sam, you are a people's person. You help a lot of people in Trinidad under law. No publicity. That's what I like about you. You are not for party. You are for people. Chris Watson, I thank you very kindly. And that is, I mean, I don't know what to say. I appreciate that. Thank you so very kindly.
All right.
You make me
Who's
lose words. Huh?
Don't cry.
Nah,
Who's Cotton Gamer? That's somebody new in the village?
No, that's he been there. His name is Chris Watson. He been there before.
Don't cry.
Cotton Gamer.
I ain't gonna cry, you know. Chris Watson.
Cotton Gamer.
Cotton Gamer been here before.
Yeah, he been there before. Albert Montano says, Tommy, the PNM get money from the big financial members who are not in the general council, just getting back the money from the big deal.
I agree.
Albert know what he's talking about, you know.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
Yeah. Albert Montano, boy, with a name like Montano, boy.
Yeah,
hey,
I remember.
You are Marshall Montano's family?
No, he's Gerald Montano's nephew.
Oh yeah, I thought Albert might have sing a soca in the past. I know.
No, he's from a political persuasion.
Maybe
I drinking this for ketos.
That ACL again? Yeah.
Don't you think it has a big fallout in the PNM for all that money that was invested?
Hey, let me call Kingsley. Hold on.
Oh.
Let me
call Miss Bernie.
Who want me to call Miss Bernie?
Yeah.
Ron Honor.
Call Miss Bernie.
Hold up. I'm gonna call Kingsley first.
Okay.
I drinking Irish moss.
Somebody said Kingsley was talking about me today on the radio. I don't know. I don't listen to them thing. I'm gonna call him and see. I don't listen to them thing and them.
No, Ron. I have on extra clothing because it's cold.
You are WZYE 95.9 FM live in the village of the DAG Triplets and WZYE. How are you doing, Kingsley?
I am blessed by God, not by man or woman. I want to say it's always a pleasure to be in the village where I can share a little point of view. In the village, I must say good night to the rest hosts there.
Yeah, we have Diana, we have Tony, and we have Gary. Diana, Tony, and Gary. Diana, Tony, and Gary.
Okay then. I must say good night to all.
Yeah. But Kingsley, somebody sent me a message. They said, boy, was she Kingsley talking about you? But you know, I just call you and ask him. I don't take no, I don't take chain up. I don't take chain up.
I was telling Aisha Wells about Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Because Brooklyn all over Trinidad and Tobago promising people tablets. And it's a video with tablets. So at the time I remember a neighbor used to live next to me and he used to live Brooklyn self. And that neighbor used to go around because he say American people do not fix things. Everything is bouncy, then mash up the church outside, and sometimes it's a very good thing. And he used to go and pick it up and bring it back in Trinidad. I mean, it kind of half new. You know what I mean? Some might be new, but it decided to damage on whatever he bring back. Even clothes on, he used to bring back. He said people that he'll go in home and get clothes or whatever, and he'll bring it back. But the laptops, the tablets on them look like it's that. Like somebody, some child might be using it 4 or 5 times. So I say, what's it doing a drive right now? Giving certain activists, you know what I mean, tablets that they can help the the community of Trinidad and Tobago all over this country. I say, and when I say tablets, the tablets, I tell them, I went to do the research that tablets cost $900 TT. I was seeing it on the air. The tablets cost $900 TT. That is a very good tablets for any child who willing to learn. Guess what? That's what I said on Aisha's program this evening here.
No, but Kingsley, I don't worry about them, and I know, you if you had a bad talk, me or call man bad talk, me worry about them.
But I want to dip into the Tobago business.
But Kingsley, before you go ahead, Kingsley, go ahead.
Okay, and what shit and the guests and the rest of who's there, I want to say that congrats to WZYE, the new Secretary of Tobago, and I hope that WZYE will govern for all Tobago. Do not watch somebody as a PNM. Don't watch somebody as a constructor worker. When they contract finish in the next 2 months, you fire them because it's PNM. I think that all hands on deck to rebuild Tobago, and the people of Tobago spoken, and they spoken very loud and very clean. They vote out the PNM. So I am pleading to the new chief secretary Farley to do the best. Do the best for Tobago people and by extension to Trinidad and Tobago. I think that this victory sent a serious message to the political leader, because we have to vote this loss on Dr. Christopher Rowley. Because the ground are feeling hurt. The ground are feeling disappointed. The ground are feeling left behind. Because when you tell the ground that you have no money, and they seen major projects are building hotels, byways, and we agree with development. But in the last 10 years, Manning developed, Kamala developed, so it don't have much to develop. Yes, it always have more to do, but it don't have much to develop. We have our sand, we have pitch lake going out of this country, we have cement, we blocks. So money coming in anyhow, right? And this country is not a broken country. Do not believe this country broken. Don't ever believe it. But when you are telling the people of this country that you have no money, the first time in history, since in 1962 that this country got independent, the working class never go through 7 years. 7 years under Dr. Rowley, and not a back pay. First time in history that take place. Government go, government come, and they pay the working class. In the last 2 years, the nurse and the doctors in the front line, right, and the working class in this country, in Trinidad and Tobago, they make a good impact. And I must say, is Tobago vote out, is PNM vote out, PNM in Tobago. It wasn't no UNC Indian come up the day. It wasn't people from Bakr come up the day. It was Ari Boy, Ari Gill. The people from the TAJ who working, who is the nurse and doctors who doing the pay. They are fed up of that, because when you're gonna tell them that back pay is less than $1 billion, and we are seeing project worth more than $1 billion. We are seeing that look at it, simple. Under this government here, you only hear about four persons: Faris, Stuart Young, Dr. Rowley, and Inbert. These are the 4 ministers you've been seeing for the last 7 years under the leadership of Dr. Christopher Rowley. It is that you can't call a minister, you can't call a senator in the PM said the minister them very hard to reach. It is not on the ground. And we all know Trinidad and Tobago is for fashion, and they are watching on what Tobago do. Next year we are going into a local election next year, September. After September is the 3 years for councillors and for local election to go back. So we might have the election in December, or also we might have to be going and vote late December or early January, because I think that they will give them 3 months to campaign. But September, I can't remember the date in September, is the last day for all councillors. So Dr. Rodrigo have to call the local election, and we know what's going to take place. So if the PNM at this time in shape up, they will shape out. Because, as I said, when you can hear a prime minister say that I am there to feed the rich, so the rich go help the poor. No. We are seeing the rich only helping the rich today. Because under the mother of the nation, I call Kamala Prasad Bisasa the mother of the nation. I have my problem. But I will always say Kamala is the mother of the nation. Don't care what. Every time in my community, Lavonta is speaking about and the term since where I live. There used to be a program like on also for Christmas time that where the community get a little fortnight to clean up the community, like all the old fridge and the thing in your yard. They have a program. Used to come and take some boys around in the community, and the boys of them clean up their own community and getting paid to clean up their own community every single Christmas time in 5 years. Every 5 years, that thing we see under Kamala Prasad, Bisasa, Duncan Street, Nelson Street, Trafford Court was painted over. Pipe, what was there for over 50 years and 60 years, was removed and put in fresh pipe. There was programs and policy for idle hands. There was things there, right? Dr. Robbie dropped the ball. He dropped the ball because all prime ministers under Patrick Manning, there was policy. There was a construction boom under Manning. Manning, may God bless his soul wherever he are. It was look today on the both side, the PNM might want to say it, but on the both side, UNC and PNM, the miss Manning, now they see the vision of Manning, what Manning did have. They didn't now see it, right? So there was a lot of things going on under Manning and Kamala Prasad. Mr. Sam, we are only seeing big projects, big contracts, and the lower man not getting it. The lower man, and Dr. really talk about Chinese, under Manning. And that is why in 2015, in Dr. Only 2 months, when I see the country was getting left behind, and the same thing it Kamala Prasad Bisasa about contractors, he hired his government, his ministers, hire back the same contractors and give them $1 million work in this country. Why is it call them cartel, construction cartel, right? He hired back the same person. And I went on the radio and I say, Dr. Rowdy, what about the people from Carnage, Digo Martin, Enterprise, Lavantil, the Tom, Mova? I get cussed for that. They throw me out of the party for that, for asking Dr. Rowdy to help his base, to develop his base, because what them believe that the younger ones, the younger ones studying at school 50 years, the younger ones don't want to hear at school 50 years, the younger ones don't want to hear road, the younger ones don't want to hear give free education, the younger ones today want to know what is it for them today, not what them do 50 years ago. These people in the PNM still living on what Equidams do. So, my brother and the rest was there. The ground are feeling hopeless. In the last 7 years, the working class, as I said, there's not a policy for a nurse or doctor if they get the virus or dead. There's not 2 years they're working. They're tired and not even have a back pain, not even have an increase, nothing there for them. No policy that if anyone of them get the die under the thing, not even $1 million I come and say all police officers who dead on duty will get $1 million. The family will get $1 million. There was nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. And you know something, all all this social program, what Kamala Prasad Mrs. didn't have, Dr. Rowley, you catch it. And you know what touched my heart the most? Is that time the goodly lady sit down in her house in Philippines. And what she saw a mother not look like her, but she saw a mother stealing milk and Pampers from a grocery. Kamala Prasad, Mrs. could have called that lady personal and Hannah $1,000 or $500. As a mother, she sit down on she chair, she big chair, she luxury chair, and said, no mothers in this country must keep milk and Pampers to make their baby feel comfortable. And she opened up policy from one of these ministry, get the money that every child, every woman make a child for 3 months to 6 months, they have a stipend of $1,000 that we could buy Pampers when the month reach and milk for the child. That touched me. That touched me because I have a mother and I know poverty. Right? So that touched me that could help and stable a mother that she don't go and do wrong things. She could even say go and get a job and she know that she getting a stipend. Right? Mm-hmm. The next program again, what touched me most of all, again, is about children again. It have these, I hope I get the right name. It have these children them, we had the kind of lean neck and the casting up policy. Some kind of, I forget
maybe it's a handicap, maybe handicap kids. Maybe they have a handicap or something.
Yeah, the cow up their head, the cow up their head and thing, the born, but the cow up their head and this kind of thing. She opened her next policy for where the parents, because these children need 24 hours care, right? That the parents could stay home in the house. But she paying the parents to stay home in the house. Oh God, but Kamala Prasad, the mother of the nation. She's a good prime minister, you know, but a bad opposition leader. She's a very good prime minister. And Dr. Rowley is a good opposition leader, but a bad prime minister.
But Kingsley, let me ask you a question. Would you say Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley has been the worst prime minister in the history of Trinidad and Tobago?
I say so far it's not looking good for him. That's what I will say.
Kingsley, what kind of move the goalpost answer is that?
Okay. So far it's not looking good for him. I don't know what kind of move the goalpost answer is that.
Kingsley, ask you a straightforward question. Do you believe, all right, Kingsley, as of December 7, 2021, do you believe that Dr. Rowley has been the worst prime minister in the history of Trinidad and Tobago?
I said to you,
he stumbled. All I hear me stumbling now, eh?
He's not looking good. He have 10 more years. And
no, you have 4 more years in it. 4 more.
4 more years. Sorry.
You're going to man 10 Kingsley, oh God, Kingsley. Kingsley, you're wicked, boy. Kingsley, you're wicked, boy.
But wait, the man was there for 6 years already. And you were seeing that? Yeah. Kingsley, no, don't come with that.
And we do not know if God might come down and the devil might change. Yes,
Kingsley,
we are, yeah.
You will go to come back?
Well, the come down, yes.
So that fella to change?
You see what we're going to do that? You see what we're going to do that? So, everything perfect, but I am saying is that...
Gary, your mic low. Go ahead, Kingsley.
Yeah, Dr. Rowley need to shape up before you get shape out. And because, look at this time, right? After 2 months, nobody in the PNM is calling for the internal election.
Kingsley, that's the next thing I was going to ask you. Kingsley, that's the next thing I'm going to ask you before you go, right? Do you believe that Dr. Rowley should say to the people, the PNM people, that I am no longer going to run as the leader of the PNM in the next upcoming internal election?
I think he wouldn't do that because I will go into a high and spiritual here, right? Once Dr. Rowley remains the prime minister, the power is living in him, and he will want to go and go and go and go. If he lost, he might consider himself not going to knock up because power is getting old. With own power is making it look old. The Freemasons and all, because we believe that Dr. Rowley is have brothers of wrongdoers, because he said no, yes, we believe that Dr. Rowley have brothers of wrongdoers in a brotherhood of wrongdoers. And Dr. Rowley is in a stage in that brotherhood of wrongdoers where he could stand up and call out the 1%. He could stand up because he rich and he have money at them, but it also have people who higher than Dr. Rowley. But still, he reached to, like, our young people in the Freemasons that say that tribes, 1 tribe, 2 tribes, 3 tribes, like we say, or a fellow called Jay-Z over there with Beyonce. He's the biggest Freemason we just see here in the Caribbean. You know what I mean? But he's the man, out of all the rappers that Kanye West and Snoop Dogg and.
But Kingsley,
he's the main man, yeah.
Kingsley, let me ask you a question before you go. If you had the chance to speak to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, and you had to send him a message, what would be your message to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago?
Well, I will have 2 messages to him. I think that he cannot hide the internal election no more. I think that this loss should make him feel his own supporters. Let people know that it's PNM. People who have party card could go out and vote to see that if they want him back as the leader. And I think that might give him a chance to say that if he go back and get a large vote of the internal election, or they reject him for a female for the first time in the PNM. And I will say to Dr. Rowley, as I close, the next message, the ground are feeling disappointed. The ground are feeling hurt. The ground are feeling left behind. It's 7 years now, and nothing you could lift up your hand and say, this is my policy, this is my legacy. And from Mason Hall to Whitehall, and I write a book, and I do over the Whitehall, and do over the Red House. That is not a legacy. That is not a program. The Whitehall was always there. The Red House was always there. Napa wasn't always there. The Hyatt wasn't always there. UTT wasn't always there. Manning vision, Manning legacy, and the Train Hospital, Kamala Prasad, the swimming pool, building Coover, a legacy. What our train will come and swim. Nothing to show. Nothing to show. That's what I'm saying to him. That the ground feeling disappointed. The ground feeling hurt. And when you can have your Minister of Finance telling the ground that we raise gas and alkaline twice, and then he rattles it because he know if Trinidad riot, it has some PNM police that's come out and get on bad, and they will get locked up, and they might even get shoot because the police don't know they shoot behind protesters. And I want the international world to hear it. And I dare anybody, and I have the tape, I have the facts. I will say it again, it is Kingsley. The police don't need to they go there, shoot, live, gunshot, bullets behind. You put an axe, Fuad get locked up on Simple Street when he stand up for the people while the police was pushing shots at children in the road, at mothers in the road. So that why they know. But I want to tell them something. The people of Trinidad and Tobago, we are waking up. We are waking up slowly but surely. And as we have our device in our hand, and we are seeing what goes on YouTube, we are seeing what goes on Facebook, we are seeing what goes on Instagram, we are seeing what goes on Twitter, and many other social media platform. The people of Trinidad and Tobago are waking up. Worship, I want to thank you as always for giving me this opportunity. I must say good night to all who are listening worldwide and locally. Say good night to Tobago.
Kingsley, thank you so much, man. Take care.
Thank you very much. And thank you.
All right. Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right. There we go. Let's call Mother Booney now. Before we go, let me get a little thing in chat. We go call Mother Booney. Olio, Gary.
Yeah, I'm here.
Your mic higher now, boy. Why am your mic just now there? Because like you're afraid to talk to Kings here.
No, I was trying to. I wasn't getting through.
Bro, your mic was low.
Are you hearing me good now?
Yeah, we hearing you good now. You hearing him right there, huh?
Yeah, a couple times I tried to say something. I was telling Kings, pull that, because it's 7 years Dr. Rowley there now. And that's enough time to decide on his performance. And it seems very clearly that we cannot reason with him. So I am not trying to fix anything with him anymore. Just one thing I want to say to him is to resign and call election now. That's only one message out of Dr. Rowley. 7 years. He blew it.
But we gotta be realistic though. That's not realistic.
Realistic in what way? The people
to resign.
The people of Trinidad and Tobago, if they really come out, not a few of them peeping and dodging on social media and barking bad, and when time to stand up.
But Gary, you and Diana want him to resign, but that's not realistic.
It is. It could be realistic.
Gary, wait a minute. Diana Benskin, are you changing your tune tonight, December the 7th, after the election?
Why you like to drag me and stuff? Why you like to drag me and stuff? Huh?
I'm dragging you nothing. I want to know if you're changing your mind.
I want the whole PNM to go. I don't want Dr. Rowley to resign. Exactly. I tired of them suffering the people. Don't tell I just not just Dr. Rowley. Let the whole PNM go through the door. I'm tired of Imsburg. I'm tired of Fitzgerald Hines. I'm tired of your friend Penelope. I'm tired of all of them. I'm fed up. What are they doing for the people? What are they doing? I'm billing here and money going here, and the people suffering. Tell me what they're doing. What are they doing? What are they really doing?
They want. I don't care.
What are they really doing? I'm fed up with them.
Alvin Singh say 4 more years plus another 5.
I'm fed up with them.
Diana and Tommy and Gary, Alvin Singh say 4 more years plus another 5.
I'm fed up with them.
Alvin Singh, really and truly, boy, I really don't think I could take another 4 more years.
Nah, boy, tired.
I'll be honest with you.
I hear they're talking about recalling 70,000. Wait, correct the number. Is either 70,000 driver's license or driving permit or 700,000? Which is it?
What is the reason for the recall?
Because of they were allegedly issued fraudulently. I don't know. I'm tired. How many things is going on? I'm fed up.
But Diana told me where did we get this from in Trinidad and Tobago? Where did this come from? So
wait. Let me lose my chain of thought. And then they arrested a certain individual in a certain capacity in inland revenue for fraudulently embezzling over how much millions of dollars. I mean, you understand? Underneath their watch, huh?
But I should tell you how much they're paying attention and how much they're on the job.
But Gary, a little old regular raggedy me coming in and changing my money and going about my business. They want to hassle me at the airport for changing a measly $3,500 Huh? Want to know the source of it and all that. But she embezzling $1 million and change.
That's the greedy bastards. Listen to me.
Hello.
Take that call. Take the call.
Yeah. Hello.
I'm tired of them, man.
Hold on. I know.
Let me go and drink my sea moss. I'm tired of them.
No. All right, love that one. Call back all the way. Listen to this. Diana Benskin, Tommy Nesbitt, and Gary Mahabir. I want to ask Alvin Singh a question. Alvin Singh says.
Send him the number. Tell him call in.
Hold on. Let me see. I don't know what happened here. Okay, here we go. Hello.
Hey, good night.
Ulrich, you're on WZYE 95.9 FM. Go ahead, Ulrich. How are you doing?
Yes. Good night,
Ansem. Good night, Donna, Miss Diana. Sorry, that is. Good night, Miss Diana. Good night, Tommy. Good night, Gary.
Good night, brother. Good night. Welcome.
Good night, brother.
Sad day down here, boy.
Why is that?
It's a sad day.
Why is that?
What happened?
A light at the end of the tunnel, but we had to wait too long in Trinidad for me to get our light too, boy. I was expecting 15-0 in Tobago. I was expecting that, but a win is a win is a win. So right now, me and this is how much seat to get. But I know, I tell everybody, PNM going to get a song looking in Tobago. And so said, so done. But Ansem, we in Trinidad self, we want to do the same thing, you know, but we have to wait a little longer. Right? Because it have a lot of things that we very angry about. Like, for instance, locking off the mic on the opposition when they're making contribution in Parliament. Now, why not on no party here? But they say they're guarding the democracy jealously. But look at the things that are happening. You can't talk, you go to protest, you're getting locked up just like that. They treat you like dog. You know, boy, a lot of things going on here now, and the people in Trinidad just as angry as Tobago. Right now, what in PNM favor is that they don't have an election tomorrow or next week. That's really in the favor right now. But we as I said, Tobago was the spoke, the fire will be Trinidad come next election. Watch and you will see.
Ulrich, in 4 years' time, 4 years is a long time, you know.
Yeah, like 4 years with Rowley. How much years?
Send him the link now. Send him the link.
Trinidad and Tobago answer. No, I wouldn't dare say that PNM never do nothing, you know. But the laws, the way some years now, and up to now, they beginning to say, you know, and sometimes when you talk to them ministers and them, you have a conversation with them, and they always claim to be on the ground. And when you from the ground have a conversation with them, you realize how far away from the ground them really is, you know.
I agree with that.
And they telling themselves on the ground, you know, when you're talking to them, you realize they far. You see what I was going with these ministers that live in a bubble, right? You vote them and put them there to run things to make your life better, and they tell themselves, you know, they are our employer. We come like the employee, like they didn't realize that it's we they're working for. So all of a sudden, we in their eyesight, we just come like peasants, right? It changed. You and them good all the time to change the phone number. When you want to see them, you can't see them. If you want to have a conversation with them, you just bounce them up and want to have a conversation. They're always busy, you know. So we have to move away. I always say, just like Tobago doing just what I have in mind. You vote a party in government to do good, you put them back. They do good, you vote them out, you try somebody else. They do good, you put them back. They do good, you get rid of them, try somebody else. As the oldest way, you will get proper representation. When you're going on, you like one of them dashboard mummies were shaking their head all the time. I say PNM till I dead, and I say UNC till I dead. So if PNM do something wrong, they're right. If UNC do something wrong, they're right. How you expect to go forward? And the thing about it, the thing that we're trying to correct now, if our parents that was doing the thing that we're doing now, the generation coming up after will be living in paradise today. You see? But and here the stupid thing with Rowley and them, how stupid Rowley and them is. If it is somebody talking against the party, let me say if I was the Prime Minister, right? I'm talking on that level. If people talking against the party, I will be listening attentively to what these people and them saying, you know. Because things that they're saying, if I take a careful look at it, you know, I'll be in a better position to do something.
Correct.
To change the mind of the people and make my party stronger.
Correct.
What causing PNM party to be weak? It's because the outer grip with the ground.
The outer touch.
The way outer touch. And
but
ignorance, but anyway, the head ignorant, so everybody ignorant. Right. The people that has put them in power is the people on the ground. The people and them, the Syrian and all these people, they don't come out and vote, and themselves don't come out and vote. they're in the minority, why they must be getting all the nectar from the flower, and poor people on the ground who fighting and toiling and things for you. Eating that. That making any sense. That back to front.
Yeah. But Ulrich, based on their response.
Ulrich, hold on. Go ahead, Tommy.
Ulrich, based on their response after last night's trashing, don't you think that they would have learned something and they would change their act?
Boy, they're so stupid. They will continue along the same road because they're going along with great as the PNL. But I say great as the licking, and the licking starts to jail. So they no thing. I don't think they will learn sense out of that. They will wait till the same rhetoric when come around to time for election again, and once again hands up. Well, they give money in Tobago, in Trinidad they'll give Pillar and Josie.
Ulrich, you know what I like about you? There comes certain time you just take off your yellow jersey and your red sunglasses. And
I see you like real Bacalao. I have no yellow jersey, I have no red jersey. I for country.
But Ulrich, you make a point there.
I don't remember the get along, go along gang. I not know it.
All right. Ulrich, you make a point there, Ulrich, a very valid point there. What the people of Trinidad and Tobago have to understand. The Syrian community cannot elect a party in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me repeat that. The Syrian community cannot go to the polls and select or elect a party in Trinidad and Tobago. There's only about 5,000 of them. Until we as Trinidadians understand, Trinbagonians understand, Tobago understand it, because the PDP didn't have no money to run an election. And the PNM had millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. And Andrew Gabriel, the former UNC senator, now PNM financer, has failed miserably in Tobago. Let me repeat that. The former UNC senator, Andrew Gabriel, now PNM financer, have failed miserably in Tobago. Right? And until the people of Trinidad and Tobago realize, Tobago already realized, I'm going to Trinidad and realize that, then Syrian could spend how much money they want. They could give the UNC and the PNM how much money they want. The people still make the decision on who they want to run the government of Trinidad and Tobago. The only thing we cannot stop, the 1% will pay both sides. They will finance the PNM, they will finance the UNC, and we have to be careful now. They may want to go and finance the PDP now, because I mark my word, guys, on December the 7th, PDP is going to become a national party in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yep. But do you believe, Anselm, do you believe that since...
So here it is supposed to be happening now. People on the ground supposed to get up and open their eyes, because the Syrian in the minority.
Correct.
No matter who party they pay, if we get up and say, well, look, we're taking a stand, we're not voting for this one or we're not voting for that one, we want a completely new party, then we stand a chance. But you see, so long time we stay in mom and according to the saying, you pee falling in your eye and the telling you it's rain, and you're swallowing that, you will never go forward. Never go forward.
Answer
Listen, let me show you how stupid.
Yes. Go ahead, Rick.
Let me show you how stupid Trinidadian is. When PNM in office, they don't ever have money. They don't ever have money when they're in office, right? But when another party take over, they have money to spend. They have money to give away. They have money to thief. Right? Don't leave all that part. Plus thief. Right? And when PNM get back in office, they never have money. They're not thieving. They're raising taxes. They're bringing out, they're raising the price of ticket. And they're doing all sorts of things to poor people. And then we still sit down here saying, well, PNM is a black party and we have to vote for them. If you're living in a house with a woman, and you're brutalizing the woman all the time, and she stayed and taking the brutality. What's going on with her brain? What senses she have? Is she right in her mind, or is it right for her to stay there and take that brutality?
Rick, you trying to send me a message or where's that one?
Wear it.
Gary, good. Hold on, Eric. Gary, good. Go ahead, Gary.
The point I want to make, right, is that the same way we mobilize for the election for the party, that the same street captain and the same team leaders within those communities should remain fully engaged in addressing the issues. Not just for election time. You have your community leaders there. You have your people who they have the influencers in the community that works with on election time. If the party is not performing and abusing the people, those are the people who is supposed to gather the people and mobilize us and speak up. Call them out there.
Good point.
I'm saying we had to repeat what Gary said because I'm not hearing him. I'm just saying a little something.
Yeah. Gary say if the people in the people in the communities, is the people in the communities
for election, right? For election,
street captains.
We just have street captain. We just have influencers, guys like
right.
Kingsley, Aisha.
We just have street captains for the elections. Okay.
Right. So the various community leaders in your community, if things are going where you don't like it, and you feel like you're being oppressed and suppressed, those are the people that are supposed to be engaged together with the community to bring the issues forward and invite the leaders or the MP or the Prime Minister, whoever it is there, and settle the issues. But it's not just to gather the people to vote. After election, you have no impact, you have no influence. You can't let that slide. So I blame those community leaders for folding up the tail and going in a corner.
So it's basically the people who are in the ground, kind of, after the election is finished, they fold up the tail and they go in a corner and they don't continue to be active, against their party or still being active on the ground.
Yeah, because you know why? They're not voting issues. They're voting race. So long as they come out and vote and PNM win, they tell themselves there's no Indian over them. But let me show you something else, Slim. I remember when PNM given increase in pension, they give like a $30 and a $40. When Pandey get into office, Pandey raised pension by about $700 and come back the next year and raise it by about $400. Unfortunately, he come and lose the election. And you know what? When PNM come in office, they're so ashamed. They raise pension by about $100. And here, all that brutality. Imagine you pensioners getting more money and living a better life. And they go back and vote for PNM to move from $700 increment on pension to $100. And they tell themselves to do something good. Great to see PNM. You see, the mentality and the people in the country have to change,
Yeah.
The mentality have to change. You see, we are accepting mediocrity and telling yourself, that is the way to go. It come like PNM putting a standpipe for you to walk on you to get water, and you don't have a standpipe in your house. And people in Westmoreland bathing in bathroom and flushing toilet while you in latrine, and you're telling yourself, great is the PNM still, because PNM put a pipe on the road. You understand? They in a sort of psyche that they don't know the word. And so when I was dealing with vendors in Tonga, I used to tell them vendors and them, I say, they don't know how powerful we is. I say, the same way how they just go to Duma to talk things for when they want to do things to Port of Spain, it's the same way they will have to come to us for things too. But and same, you see, Trinidad, they have a mentality, they like to put you in front and they stay back. And whatever you achieve, they reap the benefit, but they don't fight in faith. It's only now I see people coming out big and bold and brass face and taking a stand now and again, not even on a regular basis, now and again. Because after 9 days, that gone dormant and nothing happening again. Right? What about the killing in Mova with the fellas and them the other day? All you hear is that investigation going on. You ever hear anything from the investigation since that time? Killing down Sealat, investigation going on. They never had a shootout or anything, but 2 men end up dead. They never had shootout. investigation going on. Nothing come out of it yet. 5 people get killed in Chumaka. They say they fire the police and all this kind of crap. Investigation going on. That a lot of things happening in the country, and we just saying and talking. We only talking, but not acting. And that is where we're lacking in the country right now. We have to make a move. Tobago, look how small Tobago is, and Tobago have to be pumping sense in Trinidadian is. Like Trinidadian right now, like this. I don't know if it's a fear or if it's a bubble. I don't know what's going on. But something in right in the country. And anytime you see the call election, you see just how Tobago was waiting. Trinidadian waiting, you know. But the last 2 years or so, they might try to come and think with goody, and Mama Guy Trinidadian again. And I realize Trinidadian like a lot of Mama Guy. Tibigonian not like that. You can't Mama Guy Tibigonian. And when you do things, they don't forget. Unlike Trinidadian, really had 90s memory. Imagine that platform. And he see me, when I work, I want all my money. And I want my money on time. I don't like my money sleep out. But when public servants fighting for you, kakada with the government owing them, you could get it and you could lose your job. Pick one.
Alright.
And people just stay long and listening to them thing, and when time for election, wait till it pay them, and they're catching their aunt, uncle, and then all them politicians, both PNM and UNC, if push come to shove to the tomorrow, they could jump on a plane and go ever, you know. The same hospital we're saying is so great and all kind of thing in Trinidad. The healthcare is of the best and all of that, right?
All right, because
and see if they're going in that hospital.
All right, it's always a pleasure, man.
Eye surgery, for cataract thing. I thought it was about a year now. The pain him off. It's just one night. It was me and he talking about 2 years. The pain him off. Putting him off for the surgery, and when he went back, sometime last month, they put him until April next year again. Right? Well, we look into all.
I'm there, boy.
But the worst part of it is that they will put them off till next year, and when they do it, it may or may not be successful because the rate of success is very low. So many people I know had eye surgery in Trinidad, cataract surgery, and it was unsuccessful.
Yeah. So hold on. Yeah, Rick, we thought you finished.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, something never happening.
Yeah, I think
people have to take a stand in this country and stop going on with party politics. Party politics killing the country right now. We have to get away from party politics and start thinking country. The Baptists they get holiday. You know who they get it under?
Panday.
For them to get school, Camland them. Anything, look the Emancipation Support Committee. Up to now, they don't have a place for the celebration when inviters come around. But they have the Naga, the Indian have the Naga to keep the festivity. And the Naga gets so big now, it's stretching just like go take over the whole Ashogona just now. Right?
You know, but even worse.
All the people on the ground here getting from PNM. Right?
All right.
Kamla them come in the office, they give the children and them laptop. Rowley said they get done see here children laptop. Everything is degrading for the people on the ground. So we will never go forward according to you and Tim and Gary. Unless we come together, nothing happens. We have to come together and have a mind like Tobago in order to push forward and stop thinking.
We're waiting on Chumaka people to lead the way.
All right. It's always a pleasure, man. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, you have a blessing.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah.
You know, regardless of what the problem is, the pan, which is one of the greatest instruments or inventions known in these times, pan don't even have a museum. Pan don't even have a place that you could go and explore the pan. You know, it's so sad. That should be like a tourism centered initiative. I don't know.
Before we get to the pan, right? You listen to what the man saying. The man say Basle Pandey raised the pension by $700, and the next day bring by $400. Come and put the sustenance in place to support the people that they don't have the teeth for baby milk and all kind of. That's the kind of support you give your people so that they could, and then you put the education structure in place so that they can better themselves. What this man come and do? Wean all yourself of the government. He wicked and heartless.
So Gary,
you see that, and then they vote him back. They vote him back in 2020.
All I thought right here. We're going to go for a quick station identification. It's in the village with the DAG.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Folks, I want to address something on the screen, right? Alvin Singh. And Alvin Singh had put this up there long term. He says, Ansem, how can you say that? What about brown people?
Hello.
Oh, let's see what we're going on in Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, let's see what it is.
They're misled.
Since when we get brown people in Trinidad?
I've been saying breaking your chops, boy.
But to put things in perspective, Ansem, but to put things in...
Zaid says, Ansem, Trinidad have different colors, people.
Ansem, to put things in perspective, we have to say people of Indo origin and people of African origin, and that would put things in perspective.
But how does that really become a relevant issue? We talking about...
Yeah, I don't believe that either. I don't believe that, Tommy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
I don't believe that.
Because black people is both Indian and African, you know. That's black people. We know that in this country. We know that.
Yeah, I don't believe in putting Indo. What was the other one?
Or Afro.
I thought Afro was a hairdo.
No, well, we could say, if we don't want to say Afro, we could say African origin or Indian origin. But when we say black people, all the people is the same people. We're all black people. People, whether you're Indian or you're African, you're a black person. You know what I mean? We have to get that.
Yeah. Ansel, I was following a chat here, right? What was it called? It named Rubber Dub. And guess who I find in the chat? Our friend PS. And guess what his comment is? It says, wake up and shake up PNM. Congratulations, PDP. You believe that?
Listen, don't waste time with that now. We talking about...
You can see
you can't lose focus. Don't lose focus.
Yeah, that fella.
We want to get...
Yeah, seen it.
Yeah.
Don't lose focus.
Time with that idiot. Listen, we want to get our people focused. This is where we come here to deliberate, right? And we're trying to trash out this stupidity so we can get the people focused. You see how we help PDP to take Tobago? By simply what we was doing here? They didn't get no media coverage. So what I'm saying here now is we want to flush out this stupidity, call it out. But
that's
at
right.
the same time, point out what is relevant, what we're looking for. Kind of wake up the people to stand up on the ground. I want the ground people to call the shots, not the party executive. That is what I've been trying to instigate. It's the same thing I've been telling David Welsh and Abdullah and Kingsley, and what the other guy named God Christopher and all these guys. Put your different things together, strengthen the ground, and call the shots. When they don't perform, you deal with them head on. You deal with them head on. We don't have to wait 5 years. They're getting there and they don't perform. You have the authority on the ground because you bring out the voters. You are the influencer on the ground. Address them there head on.
You're right. But a point I want to make is that we can get sidetracked and lose focus if we keep the division by focusing on this race and that race. Yes, we know.
I see that happen. A big well-recognized person, Karen Bart Alexander, right? She's stomach was getting sick because they had too much Indian in the government. Not because of the level of performance, right? Not that every Christmas the children, the Kamla going around the country and giving out things to the children and putting things in place and putting the community, the pre-K school she was trying to put in place for the children, all the different necessary support system and structure. They didn't see that. That is what she could see. I don't care. I don't care what color. I mean, I never raised with that in Trinidad and Tobago, first number one. And I only see that here in America. But what I'm saying to you is we are looking and should be looking for performance, service, and delivery. And if we have a leader, no matter who they was or who they are, if we cannot reason with them, they got to go.
Bagari,
away from Kamala.
Bagari, in that same light, there must be diversity though.
Yeah, I understand there must be diversity because
you can't have a country
but
that's a diverse country, and you have a cabinet that's not diverse.
We have a cabinet that's diverse. We had a private, our public sector was not diverse. There was no guarantee. You go to the port, there was no diversity there. My father was insulted there. And
Bagari,
if we're going down that path.
If you don't want to be part of that diversity, if you do not want to be part of that diversity, I can make you part of that diversity.
No, that is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking
about, that's what I'm telling you.
The focus should be on the delivery of services and performance and how you treat people. All right, it have no issue when all of them want to jump up and fet and jump in a band and wind up with each other in carnival time. They don't have no issue there. So when it comes to making the right decision for the country, why it becomes a relevant issue?
Hey, Ansel, when you're closing out, I'd like to go first because I have to step out, right?
All right, Dan, go ahead and wrap up what you got.
No, when he's ready.
I guess we won't be going too late tonight because we did last night. No, Anselm?
No. We will be wrapping up just enough. I want to see something here. Hold on a minute. So
from the time we got independence, there was no equality in hiring in government services. There was no equality. So you had people like me had to go
Gary.
You know what was happening is that we had different ethnic groups focusing on different aspects of services, and that's what truly happened. You know, we got to be truthful because
there was no guarantee for us to get a government job, no matter how bright you were.
No, Gary, what Tommy is saying is that, for example, in the police force, there are people who didn't want no job as a police officer.
Correct.
There were people in the community, people in Trinidad and Tobago, who looked at a police officer as a low menial job, and they didn't want no part of that.
And then
we're going to be honest. We are going to be honest.
And then there were certain ethnic groups who wanted all their children to be doctors and lawyers, and that's where they focus.
And there were some people who want to be a regiment, want to be a police instead of being a bandit. That is what they choose, and that's what the family choose for them, and that is what they end up to. So when one set of people go towards regiment and police and all kind of thing, how you gonna have diversity if you're trying to recruit people and they don't want? That is not what they aspire their kids to be, right? That is not you trying to keep people from coming in there. And when there's an accumulation of our people in there, and years have gone by and people staying in there because people feel, listen, me I know GC pass, right? Me I know GC pass, so I could be a police. I mean, I go thief too, because you know the salary is not enough. Right? So I'm going on a police that are thieving left, right, and center.
Well, guess what? What you would have is that people will be steering their families into the path that they've been through.
Correct.
You know, and that's what has happened in that society.
Like for example, look at me. My mother wasn't steering me to be no lawyer or no doctor if I had stayed in Trinidad and Tobago.
I fully understand.
My mother would have been steering me to say, boy, Anselm, maybe you need to go and get a government work, you know.
You would try the port, try the fire, try the police.
Try something there. Right? Because that's what they would have tried with me, because they feel that I would have get a work then. Because I couldn't get to go to UWI. I wasn't going to UWI.
Why not?
Right? Huh?
Why not?
didn't have the budget. Didn't have the budget, and there was no free tertiary. There was no free tertiary education at that time.
I got in to be a police.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That was the focus for certain ethnic groups at that time.
Yeah. That would have been me. Go be a regiment. Or go be a fireman.
I would have been a badass police. You come around me with no nonsense.
And even today, that still is a lot of families. That's their focus.
And look at in this country. In this country, we can say the same thing. There's a lot of people who decide that they are going to become police officers. And once their family gets into the police officers, right, they in turn get their other family members to become police officers. Right. At one point in time, police officers, you didn't even need, all you need was a high school diploma. You know, to become a police officer.
That's right.
Right?
So I had to pass that training.
Yeah. This is the recent picture that people just put up there.
Oh Lord.
When we get blown, we get blown some Mason Hall to Whitehall. People ain't easy.
That's a new book?
Yeah, it's a new book. That book was just released today.
Richard, I good. How are you? You grow any more fig trees recently?
Richard Rambo come. Listen, Lara has the question. Answer. How did the PNM party vote out Patrick Manning and put Ketos in Patrick Manning post in the PNM? Lana, I don't know. Lana, you know, sometimes we just have something good and we don't know, you know. And Carice, welcome. You know?
Wait, Richard, so he plant more fig. Oh Lord.
Takesha want me to ask. And Sam, can you ask your PM why didn't his Likito work for him in Tobago election? Takesha, what you asking?
Because Stark ring that bell for you.
But you see what Rose says? She says, long ago, Indian people used to say, they're not letting their children join the police force because they had to swear to arrest their own mother.
And I would arrest mine. Oh, yeah. In a heartbeat. So the one that I had? Oh, yeah.
Manny Jesus says, I feel Ansem drank UNC juice and he transformed overnight. I don't know where them get his transformation from, you know. Where they get that from? Wall Street. How the PNM camp was so empty last night. We asking me in America.
But here what Richard Rambo says, hey Wall Street boy, how much people got government work and they don't work?
In Trinidad.
That's a real good one there, Richard. You hit the nail on the head. Or should I say you hit the head on the nail?
Yeah. Hey, Lana, Chris, I stand corrected. Let's hear from Ansem. What do you want to hear from me, Lana? I don't understand because that one was that post was way back when. You gotta put that again. Let me go through these posts here. What? I don't understand this fella, you know. Wall Street, you're running down the man for pitying you up. And who run down who, man? Who you talking about?
You wanted to be an army man, Alvin Singh?
And some of the people come from the hills, came down in Tobago and give their votes. Oh, yeah, they gave the votes to the PDP, right? Okay. Yeah. Hey, look, Karake Communions. How long you been there? Zaid Ansem, want to Ansem. Who is Slim? I am Slim Ellis. Hey, fish stick, breadstick going, boy. You going early?
Darryl said his parents sacrificed to educate him properly. Chicken once a week sometimes.
Right.
Hey, Ellis, Island, my wife just called me Slim, eh? Slim is not for you, eh? And my wife, well, don't come with that. My wife nickname for me is Slim. Right? That's a special nickname. Don't try that. Yeah, don't try that. You want to come in between me and my wife? Nah. Boy, I was send you any corner like you think what's on, you know. What? And Slim invite me to drink lime juice instead of wine. That man sour like lime. What are you talking about? Look, he come again. Look, he come again. Oh, this time in all caps. Read that for me. Read that for me. Read that, please.
Screaming.
Yeah. Oh, you see it? You see what has happened? In Trinidad and Tobago, we are 9 days wonder. We start up something, and after 9 days, we drop it. I tell all you, I tell all you. Little one owner, I tell you, I've established 20 world records in Masters track and field. And to establish 20 world records, there's a sense of discipline and consistency. You have to go out there 6 days a week, and you may almost have to do the same thing over and over and over. And it is okay if I continue to fight for the people of Chumaka Clavantel over and over and over and over. Right? Eventually, it will get done. And persistence pays off. And of course, as I said earlier, I have more patience than the Port of Spain General Hospital.
I see in that comment. It's too old for me.
Oh, you see that one?
Yeah, on my. I'm not watching on my laptop. I'm watching on another phone.
Oh, okay. Or that your third phone you're watching on?
No, my fourth phone.
Let me see if I see it. It's Run Hona, right?
Yeah. No, that was at 7 something, man.
Oh Lord, that's weird.
When we have people,
like 2 hours
the
ago.
chat is going real fast. Yeah.
Your internet beginning to wobble, Anselm. For some reason, beginning to, like when you.
Oh, Monks say
buffer.
Venting tonight. Yeah, Monks boy, I was venting, boy.
Yeah, you're beginning to buffer.
Yeah. Hey, you're right, but I was reading them comments real slow, boy, because all right. So what we gonna do from now on, what we gonna do? So, hey, yeah, boy, carrot cake. I need some Sanatogen, boy. You know how long I hear that one?
that full of alcohol.
No.
Sanatogen is full of alcohol.
Daddy tonic wine. Daddy tonic wine, but not the powder.
Go read the label. You have Sanatogen powder?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, boy. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. Last night was very powerful, boy. Last night, boy, people in the chat, boy, you need to take a bow, boy.
I'll tell you one thing, the family in the village are very loyal.
Yeah, boy.
Yep.
Oh, look for stick. Carrot stick said, LS boy, you should have heard your boy and someone I say, give the PNM good.
Lord. Darrow say you beat up old people. I have 20 world records. Bravo.
You say that?
Darrow.
Who's Darrow? Who's Darrow?
Darrow, he's new in the village.
Oh, Darrow. I'm challenge you. I come challenge with the Run Hona. He's still sitting down in the corner when I challenge him. Darrow, I will challenge you to a 400-meter run. I will give you 10-meter head start, and I will beat you by 10 meters. Listen carefully. I will give you a 10-meter head start, and I will defeat you by 10 meters. And on my way past you, I'll pick your pocket. Talk now, Darrow. Talk now. Yeah, I'm going through the comments as quick as I can. We want to hear from Miss Bonnie. It's kind of late to call she, but we go call she Tuesday.
Yeah.
You call she Tuesday. Rose says, I want someone like Diana or Ansem or Tommy or Gary to run for political office in Trinidad. Trust me. Now is the time. There won't be another time in a hurry. Yeah, hey, I but Rose, here's the problem we have, I, as a dual citizen, cannot run in Trinidad and Tobago to even become a member of parliament.
Nope.
Unless they change the
change the law.
For dual citizenship.
Yeah, you change it. Hey, look, Nadia, how are you, Nadia? It's so nice to see you again.
I as a Bajan, they want me in there too.
No. You gotta worry. You gotta change nothing. You gotta. Hey, Nadia says so on some Wall Street, you don't like PNM again, boy. Nadia, you come late. Oh God. Takesha say something about Devon. I can't read that. Takesha, you ain't easy, you know. Takesha have a fantabulous radio voice, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, she have a real boy.
Wall Street get old, burn out, he cannot run a 50 rate.
I bet you that is Ellis.
Nope.
Okay, who's that, Daryl?
Need to run, fella.
Oh,
one
I remember I challenged him to a race. I challenged him to a 50-meter race. I know he couldn't run long. He couldn't run no long distance. So I challenged him to a 50-meter. I gave him a 5-meter extra and I beat him by 5. Right? So all he running is 40 meters. And it's licks in the bam bam. You remember the days he was in okay, and some have a twin. I know one man can't take all that bad treatment. What bad treatment? He says she went to. Hey, yeah, what we had to do, yeah? I think we had. All right. Anyway, I will talk to that. I will talk to her about that because good time to take a station recognition. 7:18. 4 years seem like forever on this government. All right, we got to solve that problem. True and some Fali could really talk. Yeah. Wall Street, you're so fast. Hey, let me tell you something, eh? Darius says snorkeling is eating. Well, we go get snorkeling race on Earth. You have a snorkel, I have a snorkel, and both of you running 400 meters. Oh God. Yeah, Richard Ramupa real fast. What's wrong with you? You think it's easy? I ain't easy. Oh, he can. Some get old and burn out. He cannot run a 50-feet race. Hey, listen. Little one more, huh?
What kind of church was building?
I know. Richard Ramu. Is Richard Ramu? Tikisha, Tikisha, it isn't hard tonight, but and some internet behind, like the PNM party. Oh, yeah. Richard, Wall Street, we in Trinidad just forget easy. Just throw a fet, a duck, and some drink, and we support PNM all the way. Richard Ramu.
What about the fig?
What? About the fig?
No fig.
Ask Richard Ramu. You asking me. We ain't getting involved in all the fig thing, huh?
No fig at the party.
Oh,
no
I really
green.
wanted to be. Hey, Nadia, come in. Rose, what's the story? Wall Street, Richard Ram want to know what? Wall Street, boy, how much people get government work and they don't work? But that's true. Every government. What are you talking about? Eh? That's part for the course in Trinidad. I used to work 10 days in Trinidad. I used to go 9 o'clock to work, 11 o'clock I finish. I go down and bed by the standpipe, right? I leave home about 11. No, boy. No, I used to work till 10 o'clock. Because I said I go by the standpipe. When I go by the standpipe and bed is a is a 15 minutes shower. Then you had to walk back home for 10 minutes, and then you had to walk to Batavia to 12:30 school. Tommy used to walk to school?
No.
I used to walk from Chumaca to Batavia.
You can't walk from Marbella to Palo Seco.
No, I know.
Oh, when I was going to primary school, I used to walk to school. Many primary school, because that was Point of Pierre.
Rose want me to invite Gary Griffith to come. What Gary Griffith come in here? The worst COP in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. You know come in here?
I bet you if you come, you make you change your mind about that.
Change my mind about what? The man went to the Motor Olympics and he got silver and bronze? Or you got change mind about that? And listen, Gary, he trending now because he was the COP for the first 8 months in 2021, right? Because he leave in August. Right? When they say the moderate trending, he will be part of that too. So he will go down in history. Before he go down in history, top 4 now. He will get this not bronze medal for 4th place. That fella is a loser. He's a bully. He had Dr. Really need to open a parlor. Bullies Incorporated. Bullies parlor shop. The teacher to be a bully. Him and Gigi. All I like to do is to bully people. One set of bully, man. What say Gigi ever? What? Look, Lorna Lewis now come in. I have a piece of land in Hope Village. Where Hope Village is?
Tobago.
No idea.
Huh? Tobago?
Tobago. Yeah, Tobago have Hope.
Oh, Nadia, I miss you. Sorry, Nadia, I miss you, my dear.
Takesha, no, he's still in ICU. She was
I reading that comment now. He says, does anybody know Santa Claus recover from COVID? Of course, on my end, I seen Santa still in ICU after the government destroyed home through this pandemic and the closure of its borders. Yeah. Lorna, where are you joining us from? Lorna joining us from. Hey, Alvin Singh, put closing comments in the chat. And Lorna new here. So Lorna, put closing comments in the chat. Lorna, Alvin Singh. I just start writing down these things, I'll stop it. Lorna, Alvin Singh. The chat just goes so fast. Lorna, Alvin Singh. And Daro, if you're still there, the snorkeling giant. The man who wants to go snorkeling. I wonder if I know Daro, boy. I feel I know that fella, Daro, Lorna, and
Alvin Singh and Daro.
Alvin Singh. Yeah. Donald Anna. All right. Yeah, Diana, hold on a minute. Where, Diana?
Okay. Interesting events that happened over the past couple of weeks that culminated in the election, the Tobago House of Assembly elections. Lyndon B. Johnson said, "The vote is the most powerful instrument ever devised by man for breaking down injustice and destroying the terrible walls which imprison men because they may be different from other men. While marches and rallies tend to raise awareness about social issues, voting is one of the most effective ways to make beneficial changes to social policy and tells the government that awareness about the issue is no longer sufficient and that direct action to correct the issue is being demanded." The election on December 6 saw the Tobagonians choose their candidates for their preference for the THA. We saw why it is important to vote, because voting sends a message to politicians that the changes that they're making and the laws they are passing have the approval or not of the people. The writing was on the wall for several months. The PNM's arrogance was seen at every level of the society, reinforced by Prime Minister Rowley's own behavior. His refusal to have a joint or unified position for shared government after the electoral tie caused much sympathy to go towards the PDP. The young people in particular were angry that the holdover government remained in charge. Simple minds couldn't process how the PDP was denied a share of government, and it seems as though they rebelled across the island last night. This is Diana Benskin, your global ambassador, aka the Storm, bidding you auf Wiedersehen until we meet again. Good night, my beloved people. Stay safe. Wash everything possible. Get vaccinated if you choose to. Until we meet again.
Right, Gary.
Yeah, I'm going to say a quick good night, TNT family. I'm in the middle of some cooking some curry chicken here right now. Anyway, I want to congratulate the people of Tobago on their decisions. And I hope that the people of Trinidad and Tobago pay close attention and take some action in a similar fashion. And with that, I will say good night.
Thank you, Gary. In the words of Jimmy Carter, the measure of a society is found in how they treat their weakest and most helpless citizens. And the measure of Tobago was found in how the PNM treated its most helpless and weakest citizens of Tobago, and those Tobago citizens who rise up and did something about it. From where I said, this is it, the clock on the wall, so that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard, and for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. See you, same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Later. Tommy.
Yes, indeed. Village family, I've held back for a long time, but did not want to dive in too deep, but circumstances have forced my hand. Now, I know it's nice to be important, but it's much more important to be nice. The most profound text identified to date by man is "Man, know thyself," and this is written on the walls of the pyramid. Today, I wish to direct this to some of my Trini brothers of African descent, mostly who don't know themselves and don't love themselves. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love anyone else. I repeat, if you don't love yourself, you cannot love anyone else. I am fully aware of the fact that I too must heed this lesson. If we want a better society, we must stop faking the funk, as my young children would say. We must focus on the future by mentoring and creating opportunities, not only for our biological children, but for all the children in our villages. Let be exemplars of good behavior and practices. Otherwise, we'll be heading to hell in a handbasket. It is a fact that liars have no memory, and if you can lie, you can steal and you can kill. In conclusion, remember, love is the most important watchword, as dedicated by the book intended for our best living experience. And love is the only key to life. So let us do our best at all times, because our best will be always good enough. And I thank you. This is your Commissioner, Tommy Marshall Nisbet. Pleasant night, everyone.
Thank you, Tommy. Hey, I ain't seen no closing comments, by Who said again? Lorna. We didn't see no comments by Lorna. Lorna, Alvin Singh, and Darrow. I didn't see no comments by them. All right, folks. I ain't see no comments. All right, folks. So I'm gonna see what we're gonna go out with tonight. The people are requested to put comments and didn't put comments in. So no, this is
somebody said play not a damn seat for them.
Oh yeah, let me see if I get that. That is kitchen, all right? Let me see if I get that.
Lana said PNM in the bush hiding. That's she closing comment.
Kitchener. I was trying to find that, Kitchener. Not a damn seat for them. See if I find that. Look for that one last time, Oh, here we go. Here we get it. I get it. All right. Let me see if this one, if it doesn't have a copyright or not. Let me see if it doesn't have a copyright on it. A lot of Kitchener songs have copyrights on it. Hold on, let me see. All right, that one's safe to play, boy. Little Run Horner, boy. You got safe one day, boy. That one don't have no copyright strike on it. Let me get that one in. Yeah, boy, Little Run Horner. You got a good one day. Let me get that one. So sometimes, folks, when we play songs, our channel get a copyright strike, and sometimes they could actually take down your channel if you get too many copyright strikes. So,
this election was like war among them party. When I was more than sure they win already. Hudson Phillips said, tell them that the loss of PNM, but when the rest complete, is he who end up without a seat. Not a damn seat for them. Mama, that's what Chamber said. Not a damn seat for them. Not a single seat on election day. Not a damn seat for them. How they look, they can't understand. Not a damn seat for them. They call him Chambers a Obia man. Them going out jump and whine, making a big show. As they had the crowd behind, everywhere they go. So they thought that crowd was both. They say they're gonna cut the throat. Sparrow start to ball, when he hear not a seat at all. Not a damn seat for them. Sparrow, that's ingratitude. Not a damn seat for them. You bite the finger that give you food. Not a damn seat for them. Look how you hug up Dr. Willie. Not a damn seat for them. People afraid you in this country. Hudson Phillips fell apart, beating pole to pole. Dr. Louis broke his heart in the old stronghold. Well, the party took a blow when their leader went below. The failure of Carl was the end of the ONR.
Not a dancing Mortem.
Carl joined the alliance too.
Not a dancing Mortem.
And they will find something for you to do.
Not a dancing Mortem.
Again, he made Bess a senator.
Not a dancing Mortem.
He could he make you party lawyer. Trinidadians got a hint, they heard of the plans. The ONR had blueprint to bring the Cubans. People took it on, of course, said their freedom will be lost. Before this problem, we better put back the PNM.
Not a dancing Mortem.
This is what PNM do for we.
Not a dancing Mortem.
They give we freedom and liberty.
Not a dancing Mortem.
Freedom to walk, freedom to protest.
Not a dancing Mortem.
Freedom to talk, freedom of the press.
Not a dancing